Yo, what up, gamers? Hey, Mooncake. How's it going? First new review from Mobile Guides, so I hope you like them. Ooh, nice short queue time today. For the first game of the day. Hey, Polo. Hello, Samuel. Starting early? Relatively. I've been aiming to start this early whenever I stream. Ideally, I'd have started an hour sooner as well, but I've been dealing with some stuff.
Oh man, do you think I'm stupid? There's no money there!
My ADC GOAT, good night from America. I love the YouTube videos. Hey, my Twitch Prime GOAT. Good morning from the UK. Glad you like the videos, man. Thank you for the support. Which ADC is meta? Honestly, it depends on elo. It's not really that clear cut. I think it's very clear sometimes which ADCs are shit, but which ADCs are good, that just really depends. You're gonna have to give me more details. What elo do you play at, for example? But I mean, even then, I wouldn't necessarily recommend following the meta. I would just play what works for you. See if jungler can first pick. Otherwise, I'll blind Jinx? Aphelios? Maybe Aphelios. Aphelios blind it is. Good luck on today's games, Vapora. I'm just heading to bed. You're heading to bed? Where are you from? What time is it for you? Okay, this is gonna be a cleanse angle. Probably facing Brand Varus. Although, actually, I mean, we're gonna have melee ult, but also, I don't know if that means I can just not run cleanse. Why is that 3 people today who have called me the GOAT? Not even 10 minutes into the stream. Latin America? Holy shit. Don't know where I assumed you were from, but... I think maybe I would have assumed Germany for some reason.
But I notice that my AA movements aren't as quick as like a high elo player's. Why is that?
One sec. I'm a Jin OTP, but I noticed that my auto attack movements aren't as quick as like a high elo player's. Why is that? Auto attack movements, what do you mean exactly? Like the animation of your auto attack is slower?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Do you auto attack with keyboard or mouse? I auto attack with keyboard. I use attack move click and have it bound to T. So whenever you see me clicking on the ground like this, that's me using attack move. But I always intentionally, you know, I don't intentionally misclick, and this only appears if I misclick. Ooh. Okay, let's go invade our red. Just place a little ward there. Or the raptors maybe is more useful. Yeah, probably.
Minions have spawned.
Phil, you've made every movement 1,000 times until you bleed. Until you do not have to think.
Oh, you were asking the other guy. Whoops, my bad.
Like the movements aren't as fluid. And the high elo players like you for example seem to cut the animation short. I have a lot of stutter stepping movements that make that AA animation seem longer.
Oh, it's a poke Varus as well. How did I get hit by that? Right, so that is probably just the fact that we're a lot more familiar with the actual... like, how long the auto attack is. And we can cut it off the exact moment that the auto attack is actually done. Like, there's basically, when it comes to auto attack animations, there's the actual auto attack animation, and then there's a residual animation which you can cancel because it doesn't actually do anything. It's just like, it's there for flavor. If your champion stands still, it'll like continue the animation a little bit. But you can just cancel that by walking, and there's no detriment because your auto attack already went through. Oops. That sucks. So you just have to get a little bit more familiar with wasn't even gonna die to that. Fucking Brand, man. So many of his W, like that one I just walked into because I was distracted, but so many of his W's have just been like very near hits. Like I could be so much healthier if they just happen to not land. I need to recall here, otherwise I'm gonna die. We don't have melee sustain yet. That's not great. We'll also get another potion, because clearly we're facing a lot of poke here. Ooh, this could actually... yeah, I'm definitely gonna run Vamp Scepter in this lane, come to think of it. That'll help. I notice it a lot with the auto attack Q combo. Yeah, so I mean, you can also just not cancel it with movement, you can just cancel it with Q, for example. So they're also just like, if you try and do it as fast, when you don't exactly know when the auto attack is actually over, you might find that you auto, like begin your auto, then cancel it with Q, and the whole auto attack is cancelled. But what they're doing is, because they know exactly when the auto attack has gone through, they'll auto, and as soon as the auto is actually over, then they'll Q as well. Come on, there's no fucking way, man. That's crazy. That's fucked up. Give up CS for that too. Wait, whoa. Oh, they have a jungle scion? It's news to me. Wait, but I need to finish Brand here. Oh my god, okay. What do I do here? I mean, I'm gonna die anyway. What the? If I could just not die to LeBlanc? Yes! What the fuck did she flash for, bro? What a psychopath. Trying to steal her fucking Varus or her Scion or anybody. Jeez. I'm not happy with that. Alright, we got some sustain now. This lane will suddenly be a lot more playable. I even just have a straight up fucking gold lead over Varus at this point. I might be behind in farm because I did have to, sorry, behind in XP because I did have to recall that one time, but yeah, lane should be in a pretty good spot overall. And we can't be that behind because he still isn't level 4 and I'm not that far behind from level 4 anyway and I have a bigger wave, so we might actually just end up being even. Maybe he's missed just as much as I have. Q didn't reach. Unfortunately, that's the disadvantage of having like an auto attack range that is higher than my ability range whenever I get buffed up by Melio. Nice. We're getting ganked, or why are they just stepping forwards after losing a trade? Doesn't look like we're getting ganked. Well, sus though. Okay, we see San now actually. Oof. I guess our top laner is trolling. If he was level 6, this would have been an amazing gank, but he is not. Means he's just trolling. If we can at least hit 6 off of this wave, we can dive, but I mean, we can maybe even still dive without it, to be honest. Emilio, do you wanna... Like, I know he's trolling, but we can still try and get something out of it, you know? Oh, shit. No! Damn it! Why did I have aggro? Alright, that sucks. Well, I'll just go top lane now, I guess. Yeah, they were low enough to dive there, so may as well take advantage of the fact that we have our top laners just trolling. What are you gonna run? Didn't hear it? Vamp Scepter. Ooh, that turret is down. Maybe not yet. He does. No, he'll get it for sure. Or will he? Nah, he definitely does. Now I'm here just in time to stare at the wave but not farm it. Because he will kill me. I can't click the minion in front of Lasip. Oh, god damn it, it was just behind the cannon. No way to click. Okay, we should be able to get at least one plating here, right? Wait, he just farmed camps. Interesting. Okay, well I'm fine. Maybe I even killed? Nah, I can't. I would have to tank the turret for too long. Get her too low? Whoa, wait, what? My bad. Alright, but if I get her too low, then she can no longer gank us anymore. Okay, that's gonna be a fake. Never mind. Oh, it was so goddamn close. Fuck. That sucks. Yeah, I just don't know why he didn't base though. If he doesn't have TP, then we're just getting so much pressure here. Ah, he does have TP. Oh well. Sad. For now, we'll just base. I got a lot of unspent gold. It's a longsword for BF sword, but I really need movement speed. The only comfortable base I can get with the movement speed is the whole berserker, so I guess that's what we're gonna go for. Damn. Now I'm wishing I hadn't used my ult on LeBlanc. Oh well. Maybe ask Kali for mid, or is LeBlanc worse? To be honest, I don't know. Hello. What the hell? He actually snuck in there. Okay, nice. I'm running out of blue ammo now. I need to switch to green for a little bit. Need to straight up get rid of green if I can. Alright, we need more vision than this. Do we not have wards on Milio? Gonna place one here. Okay, nice. I just feel sad now that I bought Vamp Scepter for the lane and I don't get the lane. Can we win it? Oof, almost had my last auto, which would have been a PTA proc. Would have been nice. Okay, well I lost a lot of farm from this, but hopefully it's worth. Wasn't looking, or my screen wasn't on him. Can always flash a Z here if needed. Okay. I'll flash on the Gragas. We'll switch to red to get some extra sustain here. Currently don't have mana though. Oh, fuck's sake. Another way of not going under turret. Okay, Sana's ready to get on my ass. I need to just let Milio die, actually. I'm making a mistake by trying to help. We don't have the capability to fight when San is so high HP. Wow, if he actually lives though? Ah. Okay, it's something. At least I live. He wants to get our camps now. I think I'm gonna try and push him off. Nice one. Cool, well played. Wait, I'm out of mana. No! Wait, he has ult back up as well. Shit! No, I'm so sad, man. Hopefully he at least dies. I mean, he will almost certainly die. Careful, Kha'Zix! Careful! Oh my god, okay. Nice, nice. Alright, I can sell a longsword then for a BF sword if needed. Well, I guess Gragas has basically been playing like a poke champ, so this Vamp Scepter still had insane value. Yeah, I'm actually gonna sell the longsword. It's not worth just... Like, I'm so close to the BF sword anyway, but it's not worth sitting in base for that long. It'll cost me a wave. Basically, I'll lose more from not getting this farm than I'll lose from selling longsword. Like, the gold may actually amount to about the same, or actually, like, I lose more gold, but also I get more XP this way as well. And I get onto the map sooner in case I'm gonna be needed. Would not be smart to just greed for the... you know, keeping 100 gold. Shit, wait, hang on, I need to get out of here. Oh, I'm dead. Ah, for fuck's sake, my bad, I hadn't noticed LeBlanc in time. No! She has ult though, right? Why didn't she use it? Because she tried to greed for more. At least Kha'Zix, or sorry, yeah, at least Kha'Zix ended up killing the brand, but... Damn. Oh, nobody defended this. Hopefully it's not going down, though. Okay, well... That's a real shame that Milo got the kill. He got the turret, so that's a good gold trade for him, but it's not the end of the world because at least we did kill him. There was a world where he could just get this turret and then just dash out. That would have been really annoying. Maybe we get this turret as well, though? For now, I mean, they're in position to collapse, but it doesn't look like they're actually trying to do it. Never mind, we have to leave. I wish I hadn't queued that wave. Could try and cheese a trade on him in the brush. I don't know for sure that they've left our jungle, though. Oh, fuck, we need to recall. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we didn't even show ourselves again since we left this turret. They just assumed we would stay, which, I mean, correct, but Jesus. What a waste of time if we had left. Okay, we'll head over mid. Oh no. It was just perfectly in range to barely follow up on the route. Okay, I need to go top. There's a lot of farm there. Oh, for the love of God. Is there like an invisible barrel here? I think there is. Oh, come on, the cannon. For fuck's sake, man. Denied the cannon by the invisible barrel that I didn't know where to dodge. I don't even want to be laning against this fucking guy, it's so annoying. Holy crap, careful Akali. Why? Why would she reveal herself so early? Wow. Yeah, she was like invisible, she was chilling, and she revealed herself and died. Not even to auto-attack a champion even, I don't think. I think she auto-attacked a minion. Oh, for the love of God, and this guy just keeps on pushing. It's doubtful we can catch him, I'll stay mid and defend this. We should taking a good trade against LeBlanc now, but I'm too far away at this point. But maybe she'll dash in for this. Oh my god, her damage. Okay, my bad. That was her without ult, right? No, she used ult. Fuck's sake. Alright, my bad. Needed to flash her W then. I don't know, she hit me with fucking everything. I might have still died even if she only hit E. Fuck, I was thinking she would have cooldowns there because she was farming the wave. But I guess everything, even her ult is low cooldown, and everything else is definitely even lower cooldown. Okay, good trade. Nice one. Gragas could try and force on me here. Yeah, he's trying to. Well, did some damage, but yeah, my team couldn't really help, I guess. Well, could I have done something better there? Could I have maybe like cleansed the slow, or was I just fucked? probably stepped too far forwards here. Like, I can't even help. Like, I wasn't gonna chase down the Varus myself, right? From here... Yeah, I mean, when he flash Qs into range... Yeah, I'm just fucked. Sorry, flash E's into range. There was nothing I could do there, I think. The mistake was that I was that overextended to begin with. As I said, like, no reason for me to be in this area. Isn't usually Infinity Edge a bad buy as first item since you don't have enough crit yet? Are you W-maxing maybe? So Infinity Edge doesn't just scale with crit, it also is the biggest amplifier there is, right? Except for maybe Lord Dominic's technically in certain circumstances, like when they have enough armor. But no other item besides Lord Dom's amplifies as well as Infinity Edge does, so... Crit is certainly like one thing it amplifies, of course, but because it amplifies crit, and crit itself is an AD amplifier, with just enough AD, Infinity Edge is already like the most efficient purchase there is. So what do? Because I'm a genius, is I rush Infinity Edge, but I don't like rush it straight up. I build it with alongside like one or two other longswords. In this case, I built it with Vamp Scepter Rush. So you can do the math in practice tool, but basically Infinity Edge, by the time you have like 10 to 20 or whatever extra AD from items, is just gonna deal way more damage than Collector. Obviously, when you compare it with Yuntal, it's hard to compare because like they just have like fill entirely different purposes. But Collector is basically what you could consider a burst item. Infinity Edge is also basically a burst item, which also does DPS, but it also just like competes with Collector for burst. And since Infinity Edge definitely does more DPS than Collector, you would think that Collector would at least outburst it, right? Nope, at a certain amount of AD, Infinity Edge already outbursts Collector as well. By the time you have like Infinity Edge and like 2 longswords, that is already the case. You would need to just not get a single crit for Infinity Edge not to outdamage. But 1 crit means that it outdamages. And that is mainly because Collector gives so little AD. Whereas Infinity Edge gives like 15 extra AD. Oh, didn't get the assist, sad. Well, the Malphite griefed my lane, but at least he's like taking the game seriously now. Swapping with him to go top is definitely the best thing I could do to adapt to his trolling. It's gonna be too late to join them, I think. Or... Actually, I'll try and join. He stole it as well, by the way. Holy shit, nice one. No. Placing a sentry in here. If somebody face checks and I place a second sentry as well, that could be brutal. Okay, here we go. Right? Come on. Do they have a ward in here or what? That's so awkward if they do, but... Oh man. Maybe they don't have a ward in here though. I don't think they have a ward in there either though. Let's see. I think he has vision. I think he's about to queue in here, right? But if he does, it'll confirm it. Oh my god. Did I just get seen here? Oh my god. This is not the person I wanted to face check. Okay, Varus did not have vision for the record, but now I am dead. Ah, that sucks. If Varus face checked, he was dead. If LeBlanc face checked, he was dead. Who face checks? The 5000 HP Scion, or whatever he's got. I didn't check. I just exaggerated because it makes my point better. Maybe he does have 5k HP though. 4.5k, you know what? Close enough. So if they someday buff Collector again, you would consider Collector's first item again, I guess? Yeah, but I don't think they're ever gonna buff it to the extent that it would need... Well, maybe. Maybe a 5 AD buff could do something, but I think it would need to be like at least 10 in order to actually be more useful than Infinity Edge if you just like do a clever build path with Infinity Edge. Because the problem with both Infinity Edge Rush and Collector Rush right now, I've done a video on this on my my Aphelios only channel, is they both literally just get out damaged by building components. Like if I... Hang on. I can cleanse that, but he's probably gonna slow me again. Okay, nice. Oh my god, he didn't dive me when he could've. Ah, and I'm dead anyway. What the fuck is this bullshit, man? I got minion blocked into it. How sad. How sad. Very sad. Yeah, so basically, if you do like BF sword... Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Best example. say you're rushing Collector, right? You get a pickaxe, you get ace-rated Dirk, and for 10-25 gold, you can upgrade the Collector. Or you could get like Collector and a longsword, right? That's the amount of AD you can buy with that. You know what actually does more damage than that? Is just buy a BF sword instead. You do more damage with a BF sword than you do completing your fucking Collector. Right? So if you can do more damage by just building the fucking components, why the fuck would you even upgrade the Collector? And then once you have the BF sword, and now it's actually just pretty much just as feasible to finish Infinity Edge as it is to finish Collector. Why the fuck would you go for Collector when you're already on like 1.5 items when you complete your first item? By 1.5 items, Infinity Edge is gonna outdamage Collector. But it, so you might say like, oh well, clearly, wow, Collector must be really shit actually. No, but it's the same with Infinity Edge. Like if I build Infinity Edge and I do like BF sword into pickaxe, and now for 20, like how much gold is it? 1225 gold. Nice. For 1225 gold, I can upgrade to Infinity Edge. But for 1300 gold, I can build another BF sword, by the way, and that does more damage than I'm getting to Infinity Edge. Like, it works both ways. Now, obviously, second item, there's not really anything feasible that I can build that builds out of BF swords, so I wouldn't do that. So what do I do instead is, I just throw in 2 longswords into my Infinity Edge build path. Or in some cases like this, I'd throw in a Vamp Scepter. But basically, I'm just delaying the Infinity Edge purchase until a point where it's actually going to amplify enough of my damage to be worth it. I need to not help my team, unfortunately, if we abandon our base. We could sustain some... Oh, far too much damage. Oh, they got Baron. Nice. Okay, do I have Lord Doms? I do. Do anti-heal if I need it, but it's not needed. And I think we'll just go for a cheap cross spike, so Zeal item here. Maybe Runes for some wave clear especially. Oh, wrong queue. I thought I was switching to purple there. All good. Just want to get rid of purple if I can. Okay, another Drake for them. 2 Drakes, 2 Mountain Drakes when they have a Scion. Lovely. If we just like cheese here, Malphite, don't... Oh no, he's got ult. Okay, never mind, I was gonna say. But I can still try it though, but he could have like cheesed from here. Although, okay, Varus does have Edge of Night. No, it doesn't. Ow. Well, I'm fine. Is that the Roll of Blanc? It's gotta be, right? Yeah, it is. That's a shame nobody killed it, but I didn't want to waste ult just to kill her. What the fuck? Which maybe was greedy of me for the record. Should focus Varus? No! Somebody at least kill him. No! Okay, at least he dies. Yeah, I could have killed him if I didn't waste an auto attack on Sion or Gragas or whoever it was. Oh well, GG. Game was probably unwinnable anyway. I think my only chance of winning this game would have been to not have to start dealing with the annoying ass Gragas for an incredibly long time. Because we had an incredibly good start to the top lane thing, right? With Gragas just... Like, I don't know, he took his turret and then instead of recalling to defend, he just fucking did Gromp and showed up in the lane with 40% HP and no mana. And so we just got to like... bully him for free for fucking ages before he finally recalled. And even with that terrific start where we got a bunch of replatings, almost killed the Gragas, chunked out the LeBlanc, wasted our time with a roam that didn't work, got a ton of free farm, denied a lot of farm from Gragas, even with that fantastic start to the swap to top lane, we still proceeded to get completely stalled out and killed a few times from there, because I could not fucking interact with the Gragas in any sort of successful way. Like, he just... anything I do, he's just gonna dash away, slow me, and just disengage, ult me away. He's gonna chunk me and then just walk away with his phase of rush. Phase rush, not phase of rush. What's going on, Emilio? So yeah, like the only chance I would have had to try and carry a game like this would be if I actually got the snowball against their bot lane. The moment I was swapped to top lane, is like, that Gragas would have to be an actual bronze player to die enough for me to get strong this game, you know? At least in terms of what I can control. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a different universe where Akali and Kha'Zix both just come perma-dive the Gragas 4v1, then maybe we can get a lead. But obviously, you know, I don't control that. And I wouldn't say that's necessarily a good idea either, especially because, I mean, how would Akali even get Proud to roam as well against LeBlanc? Maybe we should have just gone mid. I don't know, but both of those scenarios were shit, because I also get shit on by LeBlanc. I've done the math, and that's kind of cool. Do you usually study things like this? No, not study, I just experiment. Like, on some intuitive level, I did already know that just stacking components feels good. Like, at the very least, I always have felt that just, if you're building towards Infinity Edge, I was never brave enough to say it out loud, really, but I felt that if you were building towards Infinity Edge, building 1 or 2 longswords, it had to be good. Not necessarily because I knew that it mathematically worked out that this is like more efficient than completing Infinity Edge, but like if you base on not enough for a pickaxe and not enough for a BF sword, or like you have a pickaxe already but then you can't afford a BF sword and all you can build is a crit cloak, I could fucking tell that just building 2 longswords was way better than getting a crit cloak, and did not feel like it was handicapping my damage in any way. You know? And so when I was testing with Aphelios, I don't remember what prompted me to test the, like, all of the fucking numbers involved of, like, collector rush, with Infinity Edge rush, with components rush. But for whatever reason I did, and that's when I actually, like, saw straight up that, wow, yeah, this is just straight up better than completing an item. The only issue is, so what I actually tested it with, well, I tested with both BF sword components and double longsword. I also tested with Infinity Edge components and a serrated dirk. And so, like, serrated dirk was pretty nice. Like, if you're just building straight components for straight, like, just dominating lane, the serrated dirk just does more damage than upgrading to Infinity Edge, right? Whereas double longsword is like, yeah, it's also like per gold spent, it's very efficient, but because you're not upgrading to serrated dirk, you're kind of holding yourself back a little bit. But that's fine because it's not really any more efficient to upgrade to serrated dirk. Is just more like it's the same efficiency and you're just doing more of it, so you are rewarded with an equivalent amount of damage. But at the same time, then the problem is you have serrated dirk now, so you are forced to do collect a second item when maybe, you know, they had a Sion this game. Do I want lethality burst item against Sion when I could instead build a Lord Dominic's? Probably not, right? So yeah, I mean, if you hold yourself back at 2 longswords, it's gonna force you to have to upgrade to Infinity Edge sooner because you're literally out of item slots, so you cannot do anything else with that build path. At least nothing that is efficient. I also tested stuff like maybe Noon Quiver upgrade is also efficient from Infinity Edge. No, it's not. Just has to be straight AD components, no crit.
No cure for fools.
So yeah, that's what I do. I do Infinity Edge rush, but I don't rush it. I do a BF sword. I build a pickaxe. I help myself to a couple of longswords. Now I can upgrade to Infinity Edge, but also I don't have tier 1 boots. I'm gonna build Berserkers. I'm just delaying the actual purchase of Infinity Edge until a point in the game where it's actually incredibly efficient. Because yeah, if you just build BF sword, pickaxe, straight into Infinity Edge, no boots, no other longswords, just a Doran's Blade in your inventory, it's not a super efficient item. Like, it might technically actually outdamage Collector, but only because it's a more expensive item. But also that's also not accounting for the Collector damage debuff. I also don't know how to, you know, factor that into stuff, by the way. I have no fucking clue how you would calculate that. But technically Infinity Edge would do a little bit more damage, but would it be worth the fact that it's so expensive? Probably not. And would it be worth sacrificing the Collector gold generation, the Collector execute? Probably not. But if you're delaying that massively, like, instead, you get that BF sword, you get that pickaxe, and then instead of upgrading to Infinity Edge, you do 2 longswords, Berserkers, then upgrade to Infinity Edge. Now is it worth? Yes. Yes, because you have done exactly the same damage, or more, than if you had upgraded the Collector. But now you also get rewarded with Infinity Edge first item, which scales better than Collector first item. So it's the best of both worlds. You get the snowball potential of Collector, more or less. You don't get the execute, sadly, but you do more damage than Collector, so you do the you have the early game power of Collector, but the scaling of Infinity Edge. It's a no-brainer. Hey, Wind. Ooh, Wind. I think I'm going to the Riot Play Club on the 23rd. I'm gonna guess, unfortunately, Num isn't gonna be there, but... That's gonna be my first Play Club in a long time. But yeah, I think the only, like, the main upside of doing Collector actually is that, unlike Infinity Edge at the moment, Infinity Edge used to be when it had AD. When you complete the Infinity Edge, you also gained 15 AD on the purchase, so you gained AD, which is like the most important thing you want on Aphelios. That's why the build path works. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't, but Collector does. You gain, I think, 15 AD from finishing Collector. So, if you were to do this rated Dirk, like, assuming you saw their comp and you were like, I don't necessarily need Lord Dom's second item, I think nobody on this team is going to build armor. So you felt comfortable building Shredded Dirk for the lane power, even though you didn't intend to do necessarily Collector first item. Assuming you do have this Shredded Dirk though, and you do have the BF sword, and now you have the option of either, like, getting, for example, Infinity Edge, or you can get, like, Collector and Boots. You know, I could see an argument for finishing the Collector and Boots instead of the Infinity Edge, because you might, like, straight up in terms of raw numbers, you might do less average damage on paper. But the thing is, Infinity Edge's damage would be dependent on critting. Collector, by giving you 15 extra AD on that completion, would give you just more straight up damage than the Infinity Edge completion, because you already have all the AD that Infinity Edge gives you just by having the Infinity Edge components. So, and then there's also the fact that because this is the case, I mean, so you would get more AD immediately from completing the Collector than doing Infinity Edge, which leads to less average damage, but at least more consistent damage. In terms of the damage that you can expect to do 100% no matter what, like even if you get unlucky with crits, you would deal more damage to Collector, and you would also have the Collector Execute, which gives you not only potentially extra kills, but also whenever you do get kills, you get an extra 25 gold for them, which, again, hard to factor into the efficiency of Collector, but it's a thing. Shouldn't ignore it. And then also, there is literally more AD in the build path of Infinity Edge than there is in the build path of Collector. So now that you've finished Collector, you also get to build more AD directly after than if you were doing the reverse. Because if I was doing Infinity Edge Rush into Collector components, I could, from the Collector components I can do like Shredded Dirk into Pickaxe, but it's better, like it is better to build a BF Sword over Shredded Dirk. It does more damage, even at that stage. So I get to build more AD if I save Infinity Edge until second item. So I could see an argument for it, to be honest. But, like, if you're delaying Collector that much, and you know they're probably going to build armor, is that efficient anyway? Probably not. Probably not. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of considerations here. Right now, I'm just running what I think is the best build path. But the only thing that I really, really, really know for sure is that you do more damage not upgrading to anything right away. Just building AD components. Do you follow this approach with Jinx too, since your build is with Infinity Edge first, Rune second? So, yeah, I've been trying it. It feels fine. I'm not super convinced yet, though, because for whatever reason, I really dig Collector Rush on Jinx. I don't know why. I just seem to get a shitload of kills with it. I snowball insanely hard. Maybe it's because, like, one kill on her passive makes you, like, go crazy and just clean up a whole fight. So if you don't get a execute from Collector, then it can, like, ruin a whole fight. I don't know, but like, whereas on Aphelios, doing Infinity Edge into Lord Dominic's feels better than doing like Collector into Infinity Edge or like Collector into Lord Dom's or whatever. On Jinx, it actually, for some reason, it just feels better to have Collector over Lord Dominic's, even though it does less damage on paper. Like, whenever I have the Collector execute on Jinx, I feel incredibly strong and I get fed and carry the game. So I've been trying it on Jinx. Feels okay. Like I said, on paper, the damage is great. Does it feel amazing, though? No. It doesn't feel like it does in Aphelios. For whatever reason. And if I... So, that's if I'm going for the full AD build path, right? Where I'm building 2 AD items first. So that can be either Infinity Edge or Collector, or Infinity Edge Lord Dom's. But, so if I'm not doing Collector into Infinity Edge or Infinity Edge into Collector or whatever on Jinx, I actually prefer the Infinity Edge into Runans. Infinity Edge into Runans, if I'm not having a Collector there, Like if it's between Lord Dominic's or Runehands, I prefer the Runehands. That feels better to me. But then I have the issue of, well, Runehands builds out of daggers, not long swords, so I can't do that same build path on her. So, I don't know. Like, I'm still figuring stuff out on Jinx. I'm experimenting with it. It feels fine. I'm not convinced it's optimal. I'm not convinced this is the best thing I can do. But, you know, I'm just still trying stuff out. Because some things, I mean, you can't just calculate everything in terms of damage, right? Like Youmuu's, for example, Youmuu's technically does less damage than just stacking AD on Aphelios, you know, my build path component. It does also do more damage than Youmuu's, which is supposed to be a cheap power spike that gives you a lot of damage, but falls off. Then you might argue, well, what is the point of even doing Youmuu's if you're going to do less damage than the component build path and fall off harder as well? Isn't the other build path the best of both worlds? Well, yes, but only if you're looking at damage, but then Youmuu's also gives you movement speed. How do you factor the movement speed into it? You can't. How do you factor the collector execute and the gold that collector gives you? Yeah, you can't. So there's other stuff to consider as well. And with Jinx in particular, the Runehands wave clear, like it doesn't even matter necessarily whether it's going to do more or less damage to champions. That wave clear on Runehands on Jinx is fucking nuts. So yeah, that's where I'm at with all this. Hey, Captain. What I am convinced about is that shouldn't say convinced, but I feel like Yuntal is only really needed on Jinx if you actually need to completely maximize your DPS. Like the way, I think it's like 70% of Jinx players rush Yuntal or something. Or like in 70% of Jinx games, they rush Yuntal. It doesn't have to be that high an amount, it works, but I also think Infinity Edge Rush can work better in some games. Maybe even Collector Rush can work better in some games. Yeah, it's 78% of Jinx games rush Yuntal. And of the 12% of the ones that don't are like rushing Kraken Slayer instead, which is goddamn horrible. Like that one actually has no purpose. But Collector Rush has 4% pick rate, Infinity Edge Rush has 1.17% pick rate, and I think they have way more use than just being collectively 5% pick rate together. I am sure of that. Do you enjoy playing Twitch? Collector on Twitch feels so amazing with his passive. I do, yes. I mainly... Like, I was a Twitch one-trick for quite a few years. I one-trick Twitch from Season 7 to... Probably Season 11 was the first season where he wasn't my most played champ since Season 7. So for like 3 years straight. And then he was still my best champ in Season 11, or at least tied with Tristana. I was just kind of bored of spamming only Twitch, and I started playing other champs even though it was giving me worse chances of climbing, just because I just wanted to play something else. And I'm at the point where I've not spammed Twitch in such a very long time. At this point, I don't even know for sure if he's like in my like top 2 best champs or top 3 or top 5 or whatever. He's probably still one of my better champs, but I've literally just not played him consistently in so long. I have no clue where he actually ranks. But I could, like, obviously I'm no longer bored of him anymore. Because how could I be bored of a champion I haven't really played in goddamn like 5 years at this point, at least consistently. But also, like, I'm just so used to disregarding him. Like, I'm so used to being like, nope, we're gonna think about other champions. What else do I want to play that isn't Twitch? Like, I'm so used to just seeing this champion icon and ignoring it, you know? Because I went through that period of just actively not wanting to play him and just playing other stuff for fun. And yeah, I just never have gotten into the habit of, like, considering him again. I find him fun whenever I play him, but also I'm just not, like, super excited to play him because I have so much experience on him. Okay, it's gonna be a Vayne. Should be a good Aphelios angle. Just like the previous lobby, where they also had a Vayne and then somebody dodged. Twitch is very feast or famine. I can see how years of one-tricking can be jarring. Yeah, also, like, another thing is that he is actually, like, maybe just the most fun to see to smurf on. I used to be a chronic smurfer back then. Way more than I smurf now. Like this account, for example, when we got it to Diamond 4, I definitely would have already just quit and started a new account. and then quit when I got the Diamond 4 and started a new account again, and just started a new account again over and over and over. That's what I used to do when I was a Twitch main. And I think now the reason why I don't even enjoy smurfing as much anymore is because I'm in Aphelios. And actually, I enjoy high elo Aphelios games more than I do low elo. Or at least they could kind of have like equal place at the very least. I wouldn't want to just only fucking perma smurf on Aphelios. That feels boring. But Twitch, that champion was fun as fuck smurfing. Like, he just has that sort of playstyle, right? And so now that I don't smurf as much anymore, like, yeah, he was always my best high elo champion as well, but was it like insanely fun to play him in high elo, or was it just effective? I would say I mainly played him because it was effective. Okay, Vayne Milio. With a Braum. His rune should be fine. Just saw another fellow's YouTube creator basically do your component theory, charted damage on an Excel sheet. He recommended leveling W/E. Yeah, so that's actually the skilling order I started doing when I did that build path. Like, he basically saw my video, and he saw that I was doing like 3 points in W, then max E. That's fine, but I was sort of doing it because I was like, well, you're building all of this AD. Do you really need more AD from your skill points? What if I just do 3 points in W instead? Which is also something I've also done with other builds anyway, even when I wasn't stacking full AD. I know it's fine, so I was like, yeah, this makes sense to me, I'm gonna do that. So that's what the skilling order I was using on the video. So he saw that skilling order. I don't know, like, maybe he just saw that I was doing it and thought it was essential, like it was an essential part of the build overall, where you stack 80 components but max attack speed. But having tried like all sorts of skilling orders now with this build, I mean, it's not dependent on any skilling order. The 3 points in W into maxing E, that is the best skilling order if you want to scale as best as possible, but it is worse for lane. You are stronger in lane if you max Q. So I'm just like, it only gives me like very mild irritation that he sort of recommended that skilling order with that video, because now it just kind of seems like that skilling order is tied to that build, or that build is tied to that skilling order. When I just think he sort of misunderstood, like, that's just a skilling order I just have run at various points, and it just happens to be what I was testing at the time. I don't, that's not something I value super heavily. It's something you can do if you want to scale. It should not be tied to the build though. It's its own separate thing. If you rush Collector on Jinx, you must go Berserker shoes, right? I mean, I always pretty much go Berserkers anyway. But yeah, probably, I think at least on a champion like Jinx, probably Swifties could only be viable with Yuntal. You do need at least a certain amount of minimum attack speed, in my opinion. But even once you have that minimum, it's not like you don't need any more attack speed. It's more like it's still efficient to have attack speed, so I would still do Berserkers anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure you could even consider Swifties if you didn't have Yuntal. Gonna try this build path today. Good luck. Also, the one thing about the build path I remember, because I actually made this mistake like yesterday, is if you have BF Sword and Pickaxe, and now you have the choice of like, you don't want to upgrade to Infinity Edge yet, but you have like 950 gold. You could do double longsword, but actually, and it is true that like double longsword is more efficient than crit cloak, but you know what is more efficient than double longsword? Is longsword and a crit cloak. You're actually handicapping your base, even though like fundamentally it is better to build AD than crit. If you are actively choosing a longsword over a crit cloak, you are being inefficient, because one crit cloak does outvalue one longsword. 2 longswords outvalues 1 crit cloak. Crit cloak and a longsword outvalues 2 longswords. And I realized yesterday there's been many points where I had enough gold for a crit cloak and a longsword, but I was like not thinking about combining the 1 longsword with the 1 crit cloak. I completely disregarded that would be more efficient. So yeah, the build path is like very complicated if you're trying to fully like min-max everything, but Yeah, hopefully you get it. Alright, I don't know how Braum is gonna fare into Vayne. I feel like Vayne should be quite good into Braum, but we'll see. I mean, I should be really good into Vayne. So hope we can do good in this matchup. For now, probably just gonna chill for the early levels though. Not bully her as much as I would usually try to, because it's melee versus a ranged support matchup. If I try and trade back, for example, like she just gets a shield from Milio, I won't do damage back, but I'll get minion aggro, so I'll take even more damage in return. So for now, we just chill. Yeah, would have been at least nice to trade back there, but oh well. Especially if she didn't get a shield. There it is. I mean, she got a shield. I'm not going to bother trading back. Can pop a potion just to make sure by the time we hit level 2, we're still healthy enough to contest trades, potentially fight them. Wait, how? What the fuck? How does she level? How have they leveled up? Wait, we need this minion. How the fuck did they level up? What, didn't they level up 1 minion early? Or am I trolling? I'm confused. Alright, still want to trade with her. Even though I've got abilities now, I mean, still gonna receive a shield. Okay. Got something off. I shouldn't have hit that, my bad. Trolling. Got another shield. We can wait for that to time out though. And we hit her. Nice one. Can I hit her with this? Oh my god. It's barely outside of my range. Oh, there's a whole ass fight going on. It's definitely too late for me to rotate though, so I'm just gonna leave here. Let's keep on farming. Vayne should have Condemn. She's giving up that cannon, by the way. I'm gonna ping my team back. Trying to keep an eye on the cannon while I'm also pinging the map. Okay, nice. She gave up the cannon for nothing. Good. Amelia still isn't in range to help her with the trades, so... Oop. God, this minion block is ruining me. Could've bullied her more effectively. And I misclicked there. Oh my god, I'm still getting minion block. I'm gonna flash away. This is gonna be a fucking horrendous trade, man. It's crazy. Yeah, if I didn't flash away, like, it seems silly, but I was gonna tank 1 auto, 2 autos, maybe a 3rd auto. I take so much fucking damage, like, my lane is lost. So I'm gonna flash, even though I wasn't gonna die, just because I can still win my lane now that I preserve my HP at the expense of my flash. God, if I get ganked... Nah, we're fine. Wukong is the upside. The problem is, I do just lose a 1v2 even with my HP advantage here. So are they gonna try and all in me or not? Because they probably should try, but they don't necessarily know the Braum actually based. So I might just get away with this. Okay, nice, nice. And now she's staying in lane. At a huge HP disadvantage. We'll wait for Braum, but then I can try and look for trades. Especially now, Milio's lost 1 shield. That's like a 17 cooldown on his shields, by the way. It's pretty nuts. Nice one. Wukong was top side, by the way, but I don't know when it will be bot side. It could be soon. Shouldn't have backed out. She was always gonna outrange me. I should try and maximize my trades there until she leaves. Is he dead? Yep. No fucking way. She had barrier as well, by the way. Oh my god. Nice one. I can finish this plating and leave. Okay, this was exactly as Wukong arrived. Oh, we're not actually gonna get the plating. Shit, my bad. I was counting on Braum to finish it, but he left as well. He didn't have to, like, worry about dying or anything. I think he should have finished it, but... Definitely can't finish it now. It would be too greedy. Alright, then also one lesson I'm learning about the component build path. Just because you can do double longsword every time doesn't necessarily mean you should. Like, as efficient as damage is, so is movement speed, right? Sometimes I was also going for like straight AD every single possible base, when I could also just throw in a pair of boots instead, and that would be really good. You don't have to build the most possible damage on every single base for it to be like an effective use of the components build path. No, it actually hit me through the main condemned, but this could be a good fight. Okay, nice. There's her barrier that I mentioned, and easy win. Yeah, I don't know if she should have died in that previous death. She couldn't have killed me for sure. But I don't know if she should have died if she just barriered and walked away. Alright, nice. That's all I can get safely. Yeah, this actually probably wouldn't work out as well if I didn't build tier 1 boots, funnily enough. I think the fact that I could stick in, well, as close into range as possible. Because I had tier 1 boots, which is obviously very important with white to stick in as close range as possible. I think that was pretty huge for my DPS there, both onto melee and onto the vein. I don't know exactly, obviously, I don't know exactly what the math is compared to if I just done 10 extra AD, which also obviously would increase my damage, but movement speed I know is just very nice with white. On top of the fact that it also makes you safer. Let's get this cannon before I start rotating over. Swat already looks over though, right? Yeah. Nothing to do then. At least Vayne is gonna miss out on a full wave. Sadly, she got the kill though. But that's also like her denying a kill from her teammates. It's not necessarily a good use of her time. Like I'm sure Talon was gonna die there no matter what. So basically she gave up 6 CS minimum, maybe 7. Just to kill steal. It's not what she intended to do probably, but it is what basically ended up happening. I'm about to hit level 7 by the way. Oof. Ooh. Got her. I shouldn't have thrown my turret so far away, my bad. What is that range, bro? Huh? I could have just kept walking away and finished them in the brush, man, but Jesus. I'm gonna see that again in a sec, but... What the hell? Alright, so here, for example, even if I could finish Infinity Edge, Berserkers, I get more movement speed, Longsword, I maintain my damage. Just one way to delay the Infinity Edge purchase until a point where it's actually super efficient. If I already had Berserkers and I could afford Infinity Edge, obviously I wouldn't prioritize the Longsword. I would just upgrade the Infinity Edge, but there's just one way to keep my damage high while also like delaying the Infinity Edge to a point of the game where it's more efficient. But yeah, what was that fucking range, bro? That is fucking nuts. Should ward here. Look at that damage, bro. Brom did not interact here. Well, that's vision. Okay, she's dead. That was kind of a silly play from her when she knew Brom was around. He didn't ult, he didn't shield. That's just how one-sided it is. Damn. Alright, I need to base now. This is the awkward part where ideally I should have based on enough gold for Infinity Edge, because now I just don't gain anything from this base. But oh well. Could sell a longsword for Kirkloak and that would amplify my damage. But also I don't feel like it's enough of a big deal to justify just losing on 105 gold. Especially when I might just not crit in a fight anyway. The longsword at least is more consistent even if it's less average damage. Obviously what I could do, actually, and you know what? Maybe I should have done it this game, is I could have upgraded this Reddit Dirk. I would be fine doing Collector a second this game, I think. Okay, Wukong bot side again. We can keep the wave frozen here.
I send you light.
Oof, missed. But we know Wukong is here though, we shouldn't be engaging. I'm just gonna ping it, because I'm not sure he realizes Wukong is bot side. I mean, as far as we know. It was bot side recently, we shouldn't assume he's just gone. Ward could be good, but Wukong might be in the brush, so I need Braum with me. It feels like Wukong is in the brush, because Miller just keeps moving up like he's trying to either protect a pink or follow up a gank, and it looks like he's trying to follow up a gank. I want to let Braum dash over to me, nice. Oh shit, my bad. We'll just disengage here, we don't need to fight. Fucking hell, I'm dead. No, please die at least. Yeah, this is like terrible from Braum though, it's like I said. We knew Wukong was bot side, he refused to respect it. Didn't go clear the ward when I wanted to. Like, we both face checked into Wukong, or like at least placed the ward while he was around, we could at least like 2v1 him, even if Mila's following up, like who cares. But he wouldn't follow me. And then when I was in lane because I needed to last hit, then he walks up by himself. Overall, he took a terrible approach to trying to deal with the Wukong being bot side.
Impossibly close. Which of us am I?
How big was my shutdown? Not that big, but fucking hell, both kills went to Vayne though. Actually, the Braum had a bigger shutdown than me. And she got both, so that is actually a crazy throw in our lane. Luckily, Kata was there for the cleanup. Yeah, but we threw our lane though. Like, it's still good, maybe for the team overall, but... Like, is it the best considering how ahead we were, is that the best thing our team could do with our lead? The fuck no. We ended up like 300 gold ahead when we had the sort of lead where we should end up 1,000 gold ahead in every play, you know? When you're that ahead, you cannot just be content with getting slightly ahead and being like, oh, the Vayne got the big shutdowns, but, you know, we gained slightly more gold overall, so it's fine. It's like, nope, that's how they make a comeback. They went from hopeless to having hope. Wukong is still bot side, by the way, and he's not just gonna leave now that we saw him. He will stay. He will keep on trying to play for bot lane for whatever reason. He's shown that that's what he wants to do. So what we shouldn't do is walk up and invite them to fight us. And try and fight back. Like, if they overextend trying to fight us, I'll fight back for sure, but... Like, I can tell Wukong has to be around. Just gonna ping that to Braum. Like, that's why she's trying so hard to force a fight. I'm gonna place a ward in here. Like, I know Wukong is in the lane. Their like, actions are just making it incredibly obvious. I'm gonna keep pinging there, because this Braum just doesn't take a hint. Like, why is he positioned so aggressively? I just got Talon around now. But yeah, there he is, exactly where I called it. Also getting TP'd on now. Who's this by? Kale. I fucking missed, god damn it. Got her. Fuck, hang on, I fucked it up. Oh my god, I don't have damage. Okay. I need to lifesteal! Oh my god. No! Cast an auto? Oh my fucking god, bro. Jesus, okay, I played that really bad, but it worked out. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so lucky that they didn't try and kill me while I was hitting minions, because I needed the fucking lifesteal or the ranged ones were gonna kill me. Jeez. Okay, we're good. The Vayne actually like caught up and basically had one item to match my one item. Like that we actually had thrown the lane really hard, but now that we won this fight, we're very solidly in the lead again. Fuck it, I'm just gonna try collect a second, even though I have the option of Lord Dom still. As well.
We cannot let fear trap us in twilight.
The comp shouldn't get to, thank you though, at least not yet. Oh man. Oh, thank god. Nice one. Wasn't gonna be a big shutdown even if she did die, but would have been unneeded. I'm also so lucky, by the way, that Kill didn't have fucking ult. If she had ult, I was gonna have to like go on her teammates, who apparently were all still like full HP. Get her! No fucking way. He has ult, he should use it, I feel like. Really? You're gonna invest flash and exhaust over your ult? Wait, he ulted at the end anyway, but like, why not just lead with the ult? What the? That was weirdly played.
Enemy double kill. Enemy
That ain't good. Let's try and get this turret. I would go for the camps, but I need something bigger than camps right now. Is that Vayne that just got a triple? Yep. So she is definitely still in the game, sadly. Oh well. I should still hopefully outskill her anyway. But she might actually get stronger than me in the mid game now if she also gets 2 items. Okay, this is down. Maybe we even get to choose the kill here? Wait, she's actually gonna walk forward so fast, we may as well stay here. Nice one. Jeez. Maybe I go for one more wave. Think it should be fine. Alright, I'm out. I got kind of scared when your chakrams dropped right before the flash. Shit, did they? Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was flashing to preserve the chakrams. Also trying to preserve... Actually, no, that's not even true. I was flashing to preserve the Braum passive stacks. I didn't even consider that the chakrams might have also, like, be running out. I was sure they would still be there, that I didn't have to worry about them. Jeez. She got one shot by Vayne. I didn't even see her HP bar disappear. I just assumed she went into stealth, but she was dead. Dead. Got him. Gotta be careful about a mess until I've got access to white. If she ults me. Well, we have enough teammates around now that it shouldn't matter, but... If I was stuck with white... with a purple red, she dived on me with only Braum around, I wasn't super sure if I'd win. She's not fat or anything, but she is pretty farmed. It's a shame the Braum passive ran out exactly as... Oop, damn. Oh my god! All that damage. I'm good though, I got bear if I need it. Nice. Oh, she's doing crit Vayne. I want to try that build at some point. Alright, we'll base. Maybe not the safest spot to base, but we'll slap with a little danger. And next up we'll do shield bow.
An enemy has been slain.
The fortress is ready. If only you could be here.
I'm gonna have to flash into a safer spot, but... Against him we're fine at least. Ow. Ow. Stop focusing me. Misty Cannon. No! No, I didn't reset my checkums. Oh, and I didn't put this in range of the turret anyway, my bad. Just would have been fun to melt this with checkums. Alright, when did we take this in hit, by the way? I felt like we took this too early. Baron isn't up for ages. We're just gonna give him free farm now. Especially Vayne can just melt those supers insanely fast. You can get a lot of free farm from this. But what we can do with this map pressure we have is just try and take control of their jungle entirely. Make sure that, you know, at least Vayne is gonna get farmed, sure, but at least Wukong should never touch a camp. Here he is. Got that. Nice. Yeah, I think the Collector has been fine this game, to be honest. Paid off fine. Like, I wasn't really losing damage second item for doing it, because they didn't have much armor anyway. What I should experiment with more is, like, again, there's the components build path, but with Collector instead of Infinity Edge. Might be something I'm underrating. I don't want to team fight melees. Well, oh my, this path thing is not what I was trying to take, by the way. What the fuck? He's dead. Why did it path? I think it's because one of my teammates must have been blocking me while I was trying to path to the left, and it forced me into the right. Jesus. Let's see if they fish back into us. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Habit to take the small ones, but I had the flame, so I also wanted the big one. I love Aphelios ult, it's such a shame I feel like an idiot more than I should. It happens. The thing to understand about Aphelios ult is the width is lower than you expect, but the range is higher than you expect. Keep those in mind and you'll land some really sick ults, and hopefully avoid missing the really dumb ones, but it's still gonna happen. You can try and gank kill. Baron isn't up for a little bit longer still. Does she have vision? Possibly. They definitely have a ward there. Okay, fuck it. Urgot doesn't even execute her, what the hell? Aphelios is almost dead, by the way. This is the really troll ult, but... Oh! Somehow he lived? Actually hit him though. He died to red buff, oh my god. So he must have ulted and shielded, I think, to save himself. It was a dumb ult because it was too ambitious to think it would hit Melio. Like, it actually missed, but because it hit the Vayne by coincidence, not what I was aiming for, it just happened to explode also, and... like, the range of the explosion also hit Melio, but if it hadn't exploded, it wouldn't have hit him. So I got really lucky there. I shouldn't have wasted ult like that. Whoa. Alright, GG. Man, my KD was sick that game. Except for the last one. This music makes me want to boot up Expedition 33 and finish it. Do it, man. It's insane. It's so good. Finishing that game, if you haven't finished the story yet, should be your #1 priority in life. Fuck work. Fuck your girlfriend. Don't fuck your girlfriend. Go finish Expedition 33, then you can think about fucking your girlfriend. But fuck work, though. Brother, can I see you playing Jhin, please? No, sorry. Not this game. Probably not, anyway. I would only play him if we have like a mage support. But people don't play those too much in high-low. What are your thoughts on the state of ADC right now? I don't know, I don't waste much time thinking about the state of ADC. I enjoy it, that's all that matters. And if I didn't enjoy it, I would play something else. Oh, by the way, Dill's Ways, thank you for the Prime sub earlier. I was distracted mid-speech, so I didn't answer at the time, but appreciate that.
No cure for fools.
Wait, who just swapped with me? Was that jungle? That better not have been jungle. Still want to see what the support is ideally, but it's fine. Should be fine.
Aphelios, the dead practice your faith.
Does Aphelios counter Jhin? No, it's like an even matchup. Okay, Jin Nautilus. Okay, we're gonna run Triumph for this lane for sure. Do I even want to run Conqueror? I think I do. I think like their bot lane a little bit more than ours, but it should be fine, I hope. Just isn't super good with Engage, I don't think. He's also not good into tanks, but I don't know how tanky Thresh really is compared to other tank supports. So, I mean, that's something we got going for us. Where are you from? UK. Thresh is good against Nautilus, right? I would assume it's like an even matchup, but I'll check. What the stats say about it. Hang on.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Gonna join my team. Okay, apparently he is like very slightly good into Nautilus actually. Maybe it's a good matchup then. If he's good into both Jin and Nautilus.
When your steps falter, brother, follow my voice.
Minions have spawned.
I only assume because of Flay. Yeah, but it's not like he can like Flay the Nautilus out of his queue, you know? At least, so long if he's the one that's getting hooked, for example, then he can't Flay Nautilus out of queue. Because he will also be CC'd and won't be able to cast abilities. But hopefully I have an easier time killing Nautilus than Jin has killing Thresh. Especially with my Conqueror.
What do they hold if you only reach for the trigger? Our faith will be tested.
Yeah, they're gonna beat us in the push. It's fine, they're over pushing as well, I think. Whoops.
First blood.
Oh. Press yes missed.
As light reveals the way, so will darkness.
What the hell? Ah, that actually hit. Jeez. Okay, Jin. Nice third shot. Yes. It's definitely not 5 right now while I've got my Q on cooldown though. Is he trying to like I think he was trying to stand in front of the cannon. Fucking hell. It almost worked. It wasn't like impossible for me to click or anything, but it was getting like I had to find an awkward angle to click. If he'd done that like just in time, I think I actually would have missed the cannon if I failed to find the angle in time. Whoops.
An ally has been slain.
The same darkness.
Okay, I think maybe this game I might try the Collector into Infinity Edge with a components build path. We'll see though, if I fall behind it wouldn't be smart, I think. Oh, he never based, they were just trying to cheese. That or Nautilus based and then Jin felt like he had to play safe because of that. But we don't know for sure that Nuddle's base, so we don't know whether to abuse Jhin or not. Rooted him? Oof, just barely didn't time it in time. Unfortunately my root doesn't give much warning. Still, free flash though. Yeah, it looks like Nautilus did base, that's why Jhin was just hiding in the brush. Actually, I probably could have put some points in W since we're facing a tank support. And we're running Triumph. I want a ward. Oh, there he is. Thank you. Whoa! That could have been risky for me. Oh, fucking hell. Should be fine, Jhin has no flash. Man. It's pretty important that I try and dodge the next Jhin W that hits me. Ooh, he's got Dark Harvest as well, so it might actually kill. Fuck. There's also a Katarina. That is not something I accounted for. Oh, at least I got BF sword, but that blows. It was a risk, but I was hoping we could just outplay 2v3.
I beseech the moon to protect you.
I'm gonna try slow pushing from here.
Even when you close my eyes, I'll never look away.
An ally has been slain.
Could be a good fight. Ooh, am I still on the turret? No! It was so close. Alright, this Rift could be good for us though. Ah, fucking Katarina. If he dies to the turret, never mind. Oh man, oh well, that's a shame. 2v2, we got such a hard outplay. I died anyway, but man, it was close. Whoa, what the? No, no, no.
All we ask is for a witness to our sorrow.
Yeah, the West state at least would have been amazing for me if at least Katarina didn't counter gank. I'm gonna meet the Mel, I think.
I am right. This is what the rune tells me.
The Conqueror did a lot there, by the way, especially because of the fact that I didn't have to worry about using my blue Q in a certain way to make sure that it wouldn't reset my PTA. I could just worry about doing as much damage as I could find. Oh, nice. Nautilus might be in this brush, by the way. Okay, he's over there. He had Hex Flash, so either way he had access to help. Talon is around. I'm guessing Katarina as well? No, she was trying to.
We knew this would not happen. The way forward, written in scars.
There he is. I was looking for him in our jungle. Fuck, didn't get it. Whoa, what are you doing? I wasted my Q, so we're having a fight right now.
Each of us, an offering.
Shut down.
Only one of us is level 6, so we shouldn't fight if we can avoid it. Okay, now we're both 6.
Shut down.
I'll just hold on to the rest of my red ammo, because it could be good for a fight. Like I'm stacking up my Conqueror and my Chakrams in particular. Especially if we, like if we were to engage onto Jhin, I would just want to straight up white ult and not waste time with red, but... If we're hooking Nautilus, I don't want to use white ult right away, I would want to stack red Q. Katarina's potentially ganking. Nautilus can hex flash out of that brush, we need to be careful about getting engaged on. Katarina died, by the way, somebody shut her down, that's good. Mel did. Hopefully she stops losing her mind, but I've muted her, so I don't know. Till we have Viego around, we definitely don't want to consider a fight. Talon could be around. This could be why they engaged. Okay, I'm gonna have to block these for him, I guess. I'm full HP and I got a shield, so I'm not actually tanking too much damage. Okay, Nautilus. Interesting choice. Wait, my chat comes. No! Still got Chakrams? Oh, thank god. Well played, Thresh. Beast. What about Katarina? Where is she? Where the fuck is she? Where the fuck is she? What about Talon? Need to run away. Don't care about the wave state. Okay, I see her. Ah, but there still could be Talon. We just base. We just base. A good wave state is just not a liberty. We have the... liberty. Go for her right now. Yes, I mean, the awkward thing about the components build path though is now... Well, actually, it's not too much more expensive to finish Collector than it is Infinity Edge, come to think of it. It could still be convenient if I just want to test Collector over Infinity Edge. I should recheck the math on this, because I don't remember exactly what the difference was. Yeah, it looks like Talon wasn't around. It's just hard to say, because they didn't engage for like a minute straight, even though they could try. There was no attempt whatsoever. Ooh. He's dead. Nice one. Yeah, there was no attempt at all for an engage for like a minute straight, and then suddenly he engaged, and, you know, you got a question like, what changed? A lot of the time what changed is their jungler wasn't around and now he is. What are we doing here? I would like to just keep on pushing the turret, to be honest. Thresh can roam. That looks fine to me. What? Oh, is Katarina gonna be around or what? Yeah, she is. Okay, lantern me. He already used his lantern, so hopefully it's gonna be back up soon. Yeah, nice. Nice try. I don't think that should matter though. Unless he has another hook. Ooh. I don't know why I flashed away. I thought I was sure she was gonna go in, bro. Maybe I can catch her here though. Thresh, stay with me. Oh, for fuck's sake, okay. I guess that ult saves Katarina, but I should be fine. I should take it actually, yeah. My bad. Oof. I could maybe one-shot if I went on her, but it's just such a big risk. Better base. Fuck it, I can stay here. I should have waited way longer to go in. Oh, okay, she flashed. Hopefully that pays off at least. Probably no assist on her, sadly, but it depends on whether my blue flames went through her or not. Yeah, they didn't. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'll wait a little bit for the collector to try that out. Sadly, we'll start on a plating. How's Karina doing? 4, 2, and 1. Wait, she didn't even kill me? Did I die to Jhin then? Yeah, she must have gone to Jhin then. Wow. So hubris Jhin. Yeah, to be honest, I would rather Jhin gets fed than Katarina. So long as Katarina is actually like not super fed mid to late game, I am a super good champion at dealing with her. Okay, we're gonna just hide here, give up some XP, and maybe if we're lucky, We will get to pull off a cheese on this Jhin. Because if I walk up, I'm just vulnerable. And 0 chance of getting a kill. But hang on. He's gonna use his 4th shot. I've nearly got ult as well. I can almost just completely one-shot him myself. What the? My god. Kill him, Thresh! What the fuck? I need that Jhin to die, otherwise he's gonna ult. Although I suppose... Oh, he shouldn't have done that, though. I mean, I guess, okay, Jhin dies at least, but... I think we actually could have just kept fighting and killed the Nautilus. Oh well. Okay, now slightly awkward, not being able to afford a pickaxe. I can go for a longsword, though. The component build path philosophy still applies. I'm not super obsessed with a crit cloak, so... If I can just afford a pickaxe on my next base, that would be great. Yeah, that was fucking awkward. I guess I misplayed by being near enough to die to a Q, but jeez, I did not expect that. Let's see that again. Fucking hell, I had such a good cheese and I did so much damage to Jhin if my ult had just landed on him. Like, he would have been straight up dead if the Nautilus just didn't manage to block this combo. Man. Yeah, like this was so avoidable. Just, oh, I was not expecting that. Honestly, so I went with the combo that I initially had in mind, the one that would be most efficient because it would, like, use my ult during the swap so I wouldn't lose DPS, but in hindsight, my priority once I got found out completely accidentally was I needed to prioritize whichever ult to land on Jhin immediately. Without worrying too much about what the most efficient combo was, I just needed to make sure my ult landed on Jhin. But I had so little time to think there, I just didn't think about it. But yeah, I should have done... Hang on. Maybe Nautilus isn't around? He is. Thresh? Okay, I think Thresh could have played that a bit more aggressive if I wanted to fight there. But oh well. Ah, why do they expire so fast? Alright, all good. Got him. And now Collector gets me both kills. Let's fucking go, man. It would be really hard for anybody else to secure that kill over me when I have Chakras and Collector, because I hit them repeatedly multiple times, getting multiple times to get the execution proc. Multiple opportunities, I mean. I want to go for another wave, though. No, we shouldn't be recalling, though. It should protect me on this. Hang on, Talon seems to be on the way. Maybe Katarina will too. I'm definitely going to leave the casters at least. I need to make sure that I get into safety before Katarina can reach me, but the fact that I don't have Thresh near me is scaring me right now. He's gonna dash over here, right? Does he have vision? What the? Oh, wait, I gotta remember about Katarina though. Okay, he wasn't ganking, he was just placing Herald or what? I think the initial plan was to just gank, but... Alright, so Jhin is mid, as far as we know. Katarina has to be bot then. Because she is not gonna lane with Jhin on mid lane. I mean, I'm fine to stay anyway. All I can get is a pickaxe, but... If I'm alone and if Katarina isn't showing... Oh, okay, Mordekaiser is bot. Interesting. Okay, well now he's gonna crash this wave, so I can just stay and defend this for now. This isn't a long-term plan, though. Eventually I'll need to swap mid. Okay, wow, wait. That was smart, I guess. Holy shit. Alright, hopefully Viego kills him at least. What the hell? Oh, Viego doesn't have ult? Oh my god. Then why waste your gap closer like that, man? Ah, that blows. Well... Well played from Mordekaiser, what can I say? It was a good play. Without white I can't deal with Mordekaiser, otherwise I would melt them. Ooh, nice one, guys. So the troll... Well, not the trolling melt, but the... Tilted out of remind Mel is actually doing really well all of a sudden. Can I sell this? Ooh. Yeah, I still have to, but nice. Okay, now ideally I would swap mid. She could recall because she's off HP anyway, so it's not a problem for her if she bases right now. But if she takes this wave, I'm not gonna have anything, so I'm gonna have to go for wolves. I could still go, like go bot, but in the long run, I want to stay mid. So I'll leave that bot lane wave in this state and give her a good bot lane wave to rotate to. It's gonna fuck over my jungler, but somebody's getting fucked here. I'm just deciding it's neither me nor Mel, because that's the most convenient for our macro. Okay, they have a really melee focused comp actually. Ooh. So I'm gonna try and switch to the other cycle from here if I can. Don't need blue-green anymore, just for one range jump. We could still shove another wave, I don't know what we're rotating for. At the con, like we could... Hang on. She's rooted, but... No! I nearly finished her, man! At least she dies, but fuck, that would have been a collector execute for me. Way more gold than I got from this. Oh well. Alright, anything that I tried there was gonna be really risky though. Wow, I just died to like so many like tiny hits. Nobody actually focused me specifically, it's just I got hit by like one thing from everyone. Ooh. Oh man. Oh, okay, at least one dies. Is there anything I could have done better? My replay isn't opening. Maybe it's crashed this game. It hasn't crashed ever since I actually fixed the thing with the... where it would like... weirdly stop working on every death. Is it worth selling Doran here to buy Infinity Edge? No, absolutely not. I'll rotate over after this wave, but... Actually, no. I'm just gonna push. Way more guaranteed. There is a Drake up, in all fairness. And it would be third Drake for us, but... like, I know this turret is free. Well, not free, but I know I can get it, no matter what. Whether I die after or not is a whole other question, but if it's not guaranteed... What the hell are you doing, bro? I guess he didn't see the lantern. Otherwise he wouldn't have committed his ult immediately upon dashing in. Because surely there's no way he thought he could kill me before the lantern dragged me out, right? That just feels unlikely. I got the Nautilus. Ah, too many people here. That sucks. Maybe we did overchase, to be honest. There's a Darius around though, but he's too far away. Maybe if he's... I'm sure if he'd started rotating over sooner, he could have at least saved them all. Oh well. Guess we're doing this. Do we need anti-heal? I mean, it does something against Mordekaiser. Something against Katarina, because she also has Conqueror. You know, I really don't think we need Mortal Reminder. Like, my intuition tells me my Mortal Reminder wouldn't give me much anti-heal at all. But on the other hand, how do I know for sure until I try it? So I might just try it. Actually, if I'm gonna try it, I should have just done fucking Executioners here, but whatever. And I think the biggest priority has to be Armor Pen, though. In fact, that's an advantage of not upgrading to Noon Quiver as well, as just... I just need one wave and then I got Lost Whisper. And it would be worth basing for that. God, I'm afraid though, one wave is a lot when you're facing Talon Katarina. Nautilus potentially getting into position to follow up a gank. Yeah, like I actually cannot finish those, it's too risky. No! Oh my god! Holy fuck, that guy's tanky, by the way. If only I had Lost Whisper. Actually, straight up even Noon Quiver would have finished them. That's sad. Like I said, I only wanted to farm one wave. In base. Yeah, I went for some early-ish armor, but as soon as I finish Lord Dom's... Like, definitely my build path, the fact that I chose to go for Collector, is screwing me over right now. Damn. Good play from Katarina. But once I finish Lord Dom's finally, then I'm gonna be a threat for this Mordekaiser. Damn. Thor's gets it though, right? He has ult, but messed up his Q. He also uses cooldowns on Jhin here. And either way, he was just too low. Katarina's playing well, I'll give her that. I think Mel needs to be very careful. I can try and help her, but do I want to give up a wave? Wait, there's not even a wave. Oh, damn. Nah, there's nothing I can do to help. We'll just push. Don't even want green, actually. I should get rid of this. I want purple and blue, then I want to get rid of purple.
An enemy is dominating.
I guess I can also go for Gromp. There's not much else to do on the map that is safe. Okay, I got a lot of CS in a short time frame with this. By the way, props to Thresh. This is, I feel like the first time in a long time where I haven't been really fucking annoyed at a Thresh being like completely incompetent with a Lantern. I've had zero complaints about his Lantern usage, which is pretty rare. Oh shit, they're on it. Our junglers... I literally took all of his bot side camps, so what is he bot side for, bro? I'll try and chunk them out as best as I can, but that didn't do much. Oh shit. My bad, I didn't have to get hit by that. Oh, and I just keep getting pulled deeper and deeper in. My bad. Yeah, was he going for Scuttle Crab or what? Yeah, he did. Fuck's sake, man. That was really silly. They went for Baron probably because they saw him on a ward or something. But funnily enough, I mean, it somehow worked out for us. Even though they got Baron, I think overall these kills probably make it worth. Only I died somehow, so I'll... You know, I was just baiting them, bro. I knew this would turn out well. Oh, and we get soul, let's go, and I'm just suddenly a lot faster. That is one tanky Amara Darius. Should I go for the Raptors? No, if I can avoid it, if I can just go mid. We see Katarina, so at least I'm hopefully not getting gangbanged here. It's nice to leave camps for my jungler if it's an option. To just farm a lane. I should have taken that actually, but it's fine. Oops. Okay, he does a lot of damage with his W's. With all of his gold into lethality.
So will darkness.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Okay, we're just waiting for the Baron buff to run out, I guess, and they're not doing much with it. Ideally, we would have some vision in this area, because we wouldn't want to see if they're gonna, like, 5-man collapse on Mel. Flash needs to recall if he wants wards, though. Can base for a quick cloak. I'll do that. Any power spike I can pick up right now should be big. Especially crit cloaks when I've got this much AD and Infinity Edge. Because my crits are huge. Nobody with a Baron buff here, did it run out? Possibly. Oh man. Ooh, nice try. Keeping that on mid as well, I need to see if they're gonna start pushing that because somebody would have to respond to it. Place a ward, not a ward, but a sentry in this brush. Holy fuck, I don't know why I didn't activate on those minions, but that's good. One minion just had to ruin it. Oh well. Yeah, I didn't want it to get wasted on minions, I wanted it to be there in case the champion tried to cheese at some point. So I'm managing my ammo right now in a way where, like, I never want green if it's not with white, because green with blue would be bad, green with purple would be bad. It's only gonna be good to give me caliber marks on my sentry. So whenever I'm just managing my ammo so that they're fairly low, both of them. So when I run out of white, whoa. Jesus Christ. Okay, that sucks. Whenever I run out of white, I can immediately get rid of green as well. Yeah, Katarina's a smurf, I just realized she's been giving that impression all game. If I have to keep calling out that somebody's playing ridiculously well, they're probably not actually a diamond player.
Find your orbit, brother.
We could try and invade their raptors right now. They might be down, but I feel like we're doing nothing here. And now the mid wave is approaching, so we want to get mid prowl, so we should be playing for this. Okay, just retreat, I guess. Jhin ult for mid prowl. Let's see if that pays off for them. Did some poke as well. Wait, fuck me, I'm trolling. Oh, she didn't get rooted. Hopefully she dies at least. Just need to stay away from her. Really good ult back up. Nice one. Beautiful, they're all dead. Dude, my entire role this game was... sorry, this fight at least. Was literally just like bait the Katarina. Stay near the Mordekaiser and don't get ulted by him. Don't, like, be somewhat near the fight that you can threaten. And Talon will want to go on you, but don't actually get near the Talon. So that fucking did 0 damage there, holy shit. My role was just, like, making sure that Katarina and Talon couldn't go fully hard, because they needed save cooldowns from me. And then Katarina just, like, went on me at a bad time as well, I guess. But my actual role, because I had just had to, like, make sure I wasn't dying to them, it just meant I was doing nothing. Which is very unsatisfying, but a win is a win. GG. Good, Thresh. Well played. Good boy. Literally, if I had the average Thresh that I've had throughout this climb, even the ones in Diamond in this game, I would have been so fucking incredibly stumped. I didn't have an amazing game, but I still, like, did okay. Had more gold engine apparently, did more damage than him. Slightly behind in farm, unfortunately, but you know, it was okay, it was okay. But I would have been fucking shit stomped if I had any other Thresh, I swear to God. He had so many lanterns that were like, not impressive, but they were the way that you use lantern. And that has just not been how Threshes have played with me recently. You mean with Collector and Conqueror, because the green and blue rotation is crazy DPS if you have attack speed? No, so green and blue are just green in general, really, but especially like when you have a rotation that heavily plays for caliber marks, they're just really awkward against melee comps because the caliber marks just lock you in place for so much longer than a regular auto attack does, and you don't want to be standing in place against melees. You want to kite them, you want to be mobile, you want to be quick on your feet. When you're facing range, that's fine, because, you know, you enter their auto attack range to attack them. You start attacking them. No matter where you move, you're still in their attack range, so that's fine. That's an expected outcome. Whether you're moving or not doesn't really make a huge difference, unless you're trying to dodge skill shots, I guess. But against melees, you are just so much more immobile with that combo than you should be. And then there's the other fact that blue-green, like, the main advantage it's supposed to have is 1, auto attack resets. 2, even if you don't get an auto attack reset, at least the caliber mark allows you to hit them from really far away if they exit your range. So if they stay in melee range, there's no point in the long range property of caliber marks, so why would you want to play around caliber marks then? And 2, using the caliber marks for auto resets, that also doesn't work from melee range because it is distance dependent. They need to be medium to long range away from you. So if it's a Katarina diving on you, a Talon diving on you, a Mordekaiser, like, you know, running into you, even if he's not dashing, so long as it runs in a straight line towards you when he gets hit by a caliber mark, you cannot fit the auto reset in. So basically all of the main strengths of Calibrum and Infernum paired together, they just don't apply if you're facing a lot of melees. It just means that you're doing average damage. You're doing like basically almost the same damage as Infernum would do by itself anyway, but you're being rewarded with being more immobile. And then you have green, the ranged weapon, the highest range weapon, wasted on just melee champions. That's also not super efficient, right? So I don't want to use blue-green when I'm facing high melee comps. What's a little compliment without trash talking every other Thresh? You gotta make some negativity in there. I'll wait for him to get into game. I don't want to like end up against him. Guy was good. Ooh, he's Diamond 1 as well, actually. Is my MMR good, or was that just an anomaly? What's your peak rank? Master 200 OP. This was a Diamond 3 average game. Granted, part of that is that's entirely Katarina dragging the average down by being Emerald 2. Talon might have also been a Smurf. Yeah, they were both Smurfs actually. Maybe duoing? Were they not duoing? Oh no, they were. No. Yeah, they were. So we just won against 2 Smurfs. Nice. Two Smurfs who made it so my only role in the final fight was just to stand away of them and not deal any damage. Fortunately, I do that one simple thing, and they cannot team fight. Because again, if they just blow their cooldowns on my team, then I can actually go in, and then I'll out-impact them. And if I just stand back and don't do anything, then they can't do anything. So it's lose-lose. Like, at least if it was Katarina only, like the only assassin, all she would have to do is just not go in, and then I can't do anything. But it's the fact that both of them had to do that exact same thing. It was like I was neutralizing 2 assassins as 1 ADC. Although really, I mean, one of them should have just gone in and tried to impact the fight. Probably, the Katarina definitely griefed it by going in on me, to be honest. If she'd just gone on her team while I had to play safe just because of Talon, she would have obviously out-impacted an ADC who can't join the fight. But it definitely meant that at least one of them had to hold their cooldowns for me, and it ended up being basically that both of them did. The rank 1 Aphelios uses Conk. Is that usually when they want to play aggressive? You would have to ask them. I have no idea. All I know about Conqueror is that it's good in extended fights. So I consider running it against tank supports for sure. Like this game where I was facing Nautilus. Does it have any other uses? I mean, at least in some scenarios it has more consistent damage than PTA. Like, actually, I can show you the exact early fight where I was really glad I was running Conk. It was some fight where I had blue... Yeah, this gotta be this one. Wow, I just found it by pure chance. So we start attacking Nautilus. 2 attacks on him here. So that would be 2 PTA procs on Nautilus. Now, I don't actually know who I'm gonna end up focusing overall in this fight, because I don't know how Jin is gonna play it. Am I gonna want to commit onto the Nautilus and while Jin is playing safe? Or am I gonna want to, like, commit onto Jin because he's trying to cover the Nautilus by going aggressive on me? But anyway, this blue Q, I intentionally targeted at both of them when I saw Jin walking up. If I was using PTA, I would have lost damage for doing this, because it would reset the PTA that I had onto Nautilus. And again, I didn't know for sure who did I really want to focus here. I don't know if getting PTA on Nautilus is a good thing or not. Like, do I want to save it for Jin? Do I want to get it on Nautilus? I have no fucking idea. I don't have to worry about that because I'm using Conqueror. Instead, I blue keep both of them. Get Conqueror stacks for that. Keep on focusing Nautilus. Jin walks up, is not backing off because he wants to try and cover Nautilus. Okay, we switch focus to Jin then. Keep going aggressive on him. I wouldn't... Even if I was going to proc my PTA on Jin, by now it still wouldn't have been procced. So for now, PTA would have done nothing in this fight. But... because I've been focusing both of them, and I'm running Conqueror, I've got 8 Conqueror stacks. That's giving me, like, what, 15 AD? I don't know the exact amount, but I'm really strong in this trade because of that. And yeah, by now, the PTA would have finally procced onto Jin, and it would have done something for me at least. To be honest, I might not have even have needed to flash onto him to kill him. It might be that if I waited the barrier and then purple Q, he might have died. I wasn't super sure. But yeah, like, Conqueror had insane value here. It is nice when you're facing a tank support. Such a shame about me dying, though. Bro missed the hook. Still gets rewarded with a root. Honestly, I misplayed it, though. I should have walked to the left. Like, I'm looking at this. I very clearly should have just walked to the left instead of trying to grid over here, I think. In hindsight, though, I mean, I'm going to die anyway because Katarina's roaming, but... yeah, so that's an example of a fight where Conqueror pays off. It's not really about how aggressive I wanted to play it. It's more like how much I'm switching aggro. I don't want, and also about the fact that I don't want to commit my PTA proc onto the guy who I'm not going to kill. Because in this fight, Nautilus clearly wasn't, the way this all played out, even though we're initially focusing Nautilus, Nautilus clearly was not the guy to kill in this fight. Jin goes over aggressive trying to protect Nautilus. Jin is who we kill. So if I wasted my PTA proc on Nautilus, yeah, I would have just been less effective. And also, likewise, if the trade just happened to end here, like if everybody just disengaged from here, I also would not have procced my PTA because it would have reset. Like, it would have hit both of these at the same time, and the PTA proc would just end up on whoever got hit last. Probably it would just hit Jin first or something, or at least I had a good chance of just resetting instead of actually hitting anybody, so I would get nothing. But because of the way I played it, with Conqueror, high value from Conqueror. So it's a little bit more consistent in that sense. Like, it's always going to do something. Sometimes, just because of the way your weapons work, you might hit 2 people at the same time. And then you're just getting nothing out of PTA. But you can always expect Conqueror to do something. It's just that in a lot of scenarios, it is straight up worse. When do you choose Nimbus over Absolute Focus and Triumph over Absorb Life would help a lot? I never really run Nimbus over Absolute Focus, but I do run Triumph over Absorb Life when I'm in a, like, aggressive matchup where I expect, like, both bot lanes to want to fight a lot. Whereas I run Absorb Life in more trade-focused lanes. Ooh, I just realized that Katarina and Talon from the previous game, they were actually on my game before that as well. They were actually on my team that time. Talon didn't do so great there though. Katarina did. If possible, another Aphelios game, please. I've already played like 3 Aphelios games in a row, so if I have to blind pick, I'm just gonna go with something else. I have to worry about like getting video content here, and I can't just repeat Aphelios video after Aphelios video over and over. I'll play Aphelios if I'm sure that it's actually gonna be good for the game and gonna give me good chances of winning. Do you think there's a specific mindset for lower elos? I feel like in Plat/Emerald, people actually know the basics most of the time. While on Iron/Gold, people are just running around doing random stuff and you get bonus strength to do what you should. Sort of. I mean, like, in every single elo, you have to adjust your... you have to... There's a level of prediction involved. Like, you're predicting what the opponents are going to do, you're predicting what your teammates are going to do, and you have to act appropriately. Like, you don't necessarily plan for your support to freeze the wave for you. You don't like assume the enemy support is gonna roam for grubs at like 5 minutes in, you know? And things may seem random sometimes, and they can be, absolutely, but there's still like a level of things you can predict and what you're, you know, trying to plan your gameplay around what you expect to happen. So what you expect to happen is there's going to be a lot different in lower elo than high elo. So in that sense, yes, but it's not really a different mindset, it's just you're predicting different things. Let's try Sivir. But Sivir actually sucks against Spotter, just remembered. We can get stunned by his Q even if we spell shield it. It's a bit niche, like he needs to hit the Q directly on us, and then it needs to hit a wall once I spell shield it. But it can happen, which is fucking annoying. What would you call a Triumph needed matchup? Neela, Samira, Draven? Or I don't actually base it on the enemy ADC, I base it on both supports. Like if they have a Xerath, even if the bot lane is otherwise incredibly aggressive, I still run Absorb Life anyway, because I fucking need that sustain. But if they have like a Pike, Thresh, Nautilus, anything with Engage, then I will run Triumph. Why not duo queue? Because, you know, my videos / streams are supposed to be educational, how to climb on ADC. It a bit cheapens the message of how to climb if you're duoing with somebody a lot better than my viewers can duo with. Who is just doing stuff that their supports won't do. So, for the integrity of the education, I need to not duo. Need to run lethal tempo against the comp, by the way, they're very tanky. Also gonna have to do Yuntal. I think you did one on Jhin, right? One what, like a duo? Not that I remember. Oh, and aside from that, like I feel for me, generally, I only actually get an advantage from duoing when I'm in low elo. Like in low elo, duoing can push my win rate from 90% to 100%, or like 99%. But in high elo, like Diamond Plus at least, I've always felt like the way that matchmaking tries to like give you worse teammates to compensate for the better communication or better teamwork. Like I feel like I've never, with anybody, have ever had good enough teamwork / communication, especially because I never use voice comms, to justify the harder teammates that they're giving me, you know? I've always climbed better solo, I swear to God.
30
So whether I'm tryharding or not, I'd rather just not duo in high elo. I think like duoing mid jungle is the only time where I actually felt like I had an advantage duoing in high elo. But if I'm just bot lane, duoing ADC and support, it never feels worth. At the very least, like my win rate just never seems to change. I climb the same whether I'm solo or duo. In fact, I feel like, at least my perception has been that I climb higher or like faster with solo. Even when my support is an absolute beast.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
Okay, matchup is like a little bit annoying. Playing against Jinx with Sivir. We get outrange pretty hard.
Kings come and go.
That was a close one. If I got stunned there, I would have lost so much of the value of my W just being CC'd instead of autoing. What the fuck is Bard doing, bro? What? I think he was trying like really hard to not be able to get hit by W bounces, but like bro just got zoned out of the lane, trying not to get hit.
Another fight.
Fuck. Well, at least we hit one. Good damage there, 130 from those two bounces. I guess the matchup is actually more annoying for Jinx than it is for me. Her having to also face a brand is not ideal for her. She doesn't like facing mages. Nice. I actually should have blocked that, especially because I could level my E and block it, but... Oh man, that is one dead echo. Not much I can do. It's next wave a kind of wave, because if so, I'd like to base. It's not. Okay, then I can shove another wave. Just, I can't waste mana harassing Jinx here, I need to preserve mana for the shove.
Heroes go hungry.
And now we know for sure the next wave is kind of wave as well. Bard roaming top though. Actually, I guess we'll stay and try and punish her. I don't have mana though. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. She gets chunked, has to use barrier.
I've got value. They stack up nicely.
Nice. I don't have mana to shove, but... Gonna also need to place my ward actually. Even as I love taking that melee. Couldn't get it. Okay, so... Oh, she is staying. Then this one could be an actual kill if she gets stunned again. Nice, didn't get aggro. Oof. Well, she's staying, but she's like barely getting any loss hits out of it, so... Like, she's getting a lot of soul XP. But, not sure it's worth for her overall. The only way this works out well for her is if Hecarim just eventually builds her out by ganking us. And place another ward. I say we stay. Oop. Am I gonna have to flash here? No, I'll trumpet them in. Nice one. Oh, I could have blocked that, my bad. Silly of me. Oh, no, I don't have spell shield. Oh, no, never mind. My bad, I couldn't have blocked it. Whoops. We need to shove this, though. Can't directly rotate to the Drake here. I'm saving my last bit of mana though, just in case, like, we need it for fighting at Drake, or in case I want to keep on pressuring Jinx if she's still overstaying. Nice. Both got a little bit of extra mana. Why is she staying so long? Alright, Brand based even though he took honey fruit. She's level 6 now. She, like I said, she got a lot of soul XP. So we got if Hecarim just like tries to gank again, but from a different angle. Hoping we don't have vision there, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, he might be. Nah, I think this is just Bard by himself. This Brand took forever on his base, by the way. Oh, I need to be really careful here, actually. I do really dislike, though, the fact that they're just blindly assuming that I am alone, that Brand did take forever in his base, and... well, they are correct. He did take forever at the base. But why are they assuming that? He could have been right behind me. I don't know why Bard tried to keep forcing that hard without that information. How long was Brand in base for? So he shouldn't have recalled to begin with. I already disagree with that call anyway. And he finishes base at 6:42. And by 7 minutes, he's still not bot lane, even though he was initially headed bot lane. It took way too long on a base that he probably shouldn't have even done to begin with. Because we lost, like, that's what I'm talking about, like, that's a scenario where Jinx was greeting for ages, refused to base, gets bailed out by a gank. Apparently not by her jungler though, just by her own support ganking me while my support abandoned me at a bad time. Oh well. At least she only got an assist. I'm gonna ult. And he should be dead. Nice one. Okay. Ooh, there's a low HP Bard though. I didn't notice that, my bad. He's probably gonna execute. Okay, I'm gonna have to go return to bot lane. I think. Whoa, unless... what is he doing? Why didn't he just run away and die to the turret? If I kill the minions fast enough? Yes, she didn't get the plating. Let's go. Should have committed for the plating, I think. Okay, if I base, I've got Yuntal, so... might just base even though it's a cannon wave. Do I want to? I think I just want to base, man. Oof. Okay. Damn. I wasted ult. Still, at least Hecarim only gets one camp. I think J4 is getting more than that. Oh wow, also, their support is also harassing him off of camps. She wants the plating, but that is insanely greedy. Oh, I can step on these. Got him. That was a bad W from Ren, by the way. I did not need the help. I just risked kill stealing. Thankfully it didn't steal.
You can't take it.
Hecarim is bot side, by the way. But he's ganking mid again, okay. And Bard is still just perma roaming, so do we... I say we just stay here. We should ideally have denied entrance under turret for Jinx. Oh, now he's in vision, so she knows she's safe. Although, okay. Okay. What the hell? Oh man. No, Hecarim was here. Fuck. I'd lost track of him. My bad, I was focused entirely on the Jinx. Yeah, if we just not let her get under turret, the Brand would have been with me to abuse the board roam. I think that could have been good. I guess I can get a long sword. I don't have to settle for a double dagger here. Or... Yeah, it should be fine. Because I don't want to dual or dump second item, but I do want to get it third item. We can build a longsword for now just to get something on the space. And then build these two straight into Infinity Edge. Do we try and help here? I'm gonna say not yet. Hecarim is on the Drake. Okay, finished it already though. Bro, I want to get this kind of fuck. I have to leave it, I think. Okay, I'll dodge some stuff. What about J4 and Echo? Oh, they were fighting someone. Fucking Bard, what the hell? What is Bard doing there? He distracted them though. Ah, so sad I missed the cannon. But I might have been in trouble if I chose to finish it even though there was a Rise TPing on me. Could be good. Should have no summoners, right? She flashed at least. Okay, nice. We take the aggro. Mainly because we can just walk out of the range whenever we want after dealing some damage to Jinx. Oh, but leave the way for me though. Please, please. Thank you, thank you. Whoa. I'm gonna have to ult as soon as it comes up. Whoa. I wasted Q. I don't think I can like spell shield his passive though. Okay, damage them. Beautiful. That could be a Jinx ult from me or something. She knows where I'm basing, so she can cancel my base, but... would be... you know, it wouldn't kill me at least. Okay, she won't throw it. Maybe it was on cooldown. Nice. And we ended up getting the perfect base.
Kings coming I make my own fortune.
Ooh, why miss? Ooh, I needed one more auto. All good. This Bard is a psycho, by the way. Like, he puts himself in danger for no good reason all the fucking time. Like, I guess that's why he punished that time when Brand was just sitting in base for ages. Like, he just plays like a psycho. He didn't care that Brand could be in lane. He just saw a chance at a kill and he took it. Could be good. Oh, why isn't my Q going off? Jesus. I meant to use it sooner. I guess it wasn't quite off cooldown when I tried it for the first time. Ooh. He misses every stun, bro. Jeez. Did he just throw ult? He did. That was a bit silly. Should I shove another wave? I think I can. Yeah, it's fine. Jinx only came up. Hecarim only just came up. In fact, at this point, why not just stay for the full Infinity Edge, to be honest? Because I can also... like, if I couldn't farm these, I would base, but since I can, it's like, well, it's something I can do to kill time. Since I have something to do to kill time, then let's just kill time and wait for the full Infinity Edge. Now I could sell my longsword and base for it now if I want to. Because I feel like going for another wave here could be too risky. But if she's just gonna shove it in anyway, then fuck it. We'll keep the longsword and maybe we'll get the cheeser as well. No, is she rotating? She is, okay. I'm gonna shove this then. I'm gonna ping my team back though, because now they're outnumbered, because it's not just me, it's also Echo this bot side for whatever reason. He does have TP though. I'm gonna have to stay on push in case Jinx is gonna commit to the rotation. Yeah, she is. So I need to push this then. I mean, this turret is free for me. What does Herald do again, guys, by the way? Oh, it gets turrets. Right, so if you can exchange Herald for a turret, what is the math on that? Oh, that's worth, because you're just kind of skipping the middleman. In fact, if we got the Herald, Bard could deny the Herald with his ult anyway. Like, if they leave a bot lane turret undefended, I'm gonna push that. Do we want anti-heal? It could be nice. I can't build that yet anyway. Okay, we'll do Mortal Reminder, I guess. It might pay off against Sacrum.
The only thing I look up to is this guy.
Oh shit. Jesus, okay, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm just gonna finish my recall, I think. Or do I just push? Fuck it, maybe I can push.
Got a price.
If somebody has to come and defend against me, then they're not part of the fight, so that's my way of being useful. Bro, look at my HP, bro. No, no! I should have ignored them. Fuck me. Let heroes to prowl during solo queue, mainly what you're good at and what's working for you. And that's why you don't get distracted arguing with teammates.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Fuck, I'm supposed to Lost Whisper though. I think I'll wait for it. Yeah, the only thing I did wrong there was not start pushing sooner. I could force Jinx to also have to come and defend, and then if she didn't, then she just tried to join the fight. Well, there's no guarantee that she can even influence the fight on that HP. She's just gonna be around in case she finds something to do. Whereas my pushing the turret would be guaranteed if I just wasn't fucking typing when the Jinx ult came. Spink makes me uneasy. Whoops.
Laws or whatever works at the time.
This one is really fed, by the way, what the hell? Gonna be tough for me to kill him. Oh, my team are fighting again. I'm way too far away at this point. Again, I'm just gonna push mid, actually. Like, it's not my fault that they keep fighting on the opposite side of the map of where I am. Like, a lot of the time, if a fight breaks out while I'm already in position to push, of course I'm gonna push instead of rotating across half the map to try and help. Okay, guaranteed turret. Unfortunately, my team will die. What? No fucking way! Why? This game was carryable, dude. Oh, they just tilted themselves off of me making good decisions all the time. Jesus. That's insane. Like, yeah, bro, let me rotate for a Herald fight that I'm not guaranteed to win when I have a 700 gold turret absolutely free in front of me because Jinx is dumb enough to fucking take your logic. Unbelievable. I got free farm, I got a free turret. I basically got 1,000 gold swing on Jinx by not joining the Herald fight. Smart from me, dumb from her. The ADC one though. Yeah, which isn't super unusual. I mean, it could be that even though my decision was, like, in my opinion, objectively the correct one, it can still lose me the game. I could make the worst decision and it actually pays off and we win the game off of that, but it doesn't make it the best decision, you know, unless you're just talking about hindsight. Like in this instance, we don't actually know whether my decision to keep pushing those turrets over and over would have paid off or not. Because we just FF'd. But there is a world where Jinx making the worst move maybe could have still, like, out-impacted me. Just because she got lucky that every time she showed up, it was a winnable fight, and she was needed to win the fight. And everybody that could die would die, you know? Like, if every single time you rotate to a Herald fight and the enemy ADC doesn't, you get a guaranteed penta. Or, like, at least all 5 players on the enemy team die. Well, not 5, because this Sivir would be pushing. All 4 players of the enemy team die, and you get the Herald. Yeah, that's fucking worth. Give up a few turrets for that, easily. But it's the fact that that's not guaranteed. You know, if you rotate the Herald while the enemy team is pushing and you don't defend it, the only guarantee for you is that you're losing out on a turret worth 700 gold. It's the worst move because of the fucking guarantee for the enemy ADC, whereas you don't have a guarantee. So yeah, entirely possible that the dumb ADC could still win off of those decisions. The fact that it just happened because my team tilted and surrendered, instead of because those decisions actually paid off, now that's the fucking dumb part. That is completely illogical. But I mean, looking at the scores, it's entirely possible that even if I made the right decision every time, that game was still going to be a loss anyway. So my team didn't seem to be doing very well, but yeah, just very stupid to surrender it, in my opinion. Because I was very strong. 9.5 CS per minute, multiple turrets, 8, 3 and 2. I had pretty much the most items on the map, I think, except for Orin. But he had cheap items, I was finishing expensive ones.
No cure for fools.
Hey, Mosin. How to play when this happens 90% of your games, random mass fight on the opposite side of the map. So you just observed the worst case scenario. Your team lost their mind and proceeded to intentionally lose the game. And I mean, literally intentionally lost the game by pressing yes on the surrender vote. That is the worst case scenario. You're playing not for guarantees, whether in game, like with those very specific decisions, or guarantees in like how your team are going to react. Right? There's no guarantee that going for the better move or like worse move or anything is going to make your team like have a good mental. The only thing you can try and do is go for high percent plays. So if you are in that exact scenario where I'm split pushing bot and Jinx is defending against me, then Jinx leaves and I get a free turret, that is the high percent move, is to go for that turret. And if your team tilts out of their mind, that's not something you can control. Don't worry about that. That's unrelated to you. Focus on your own gameplay. God, I hope they don't pick Lucian, but it should be fine even if they do. It's just that he turns this from a really passive lane into a really aggressive one if they pick Lucian all of a sudden. Okay, Caitlyn. Quite annoying, but should work. Any champion recommendations for low gold elo? I play way too many champions and need to narrow my pool. Misfortune, Jin, Jinx, Ashe, Zaya maybe. Don't know. I mean, you've got to just play what works for you, man. You shouldn't just play what some streamer tells you to. I don't even play those champions except for Jinx and Zaya. Guessing that's gonna be a Vayne top. Karthus mid. Could potentially be Shyvana mid. I've seen people do that, but it's most likely Karthus, I would assume. Or they can dodge. Okay. Hello, I am a long-time guide watcher. Thanks for your amazing guides. Must take a lot of effort and they sure help me get better. No problem, man. Glad you find them helpful. Would that be an Emax game since besides Shiv they're all squishies? You always max it on Aphelios. Always. You don't start maxing it from level 1, ever. But it's always the first ability to finish getting maxed. Maybe I ban Caitlyn, or maybe I pick away Caitlyn. I think I will pick her away.
No cure for fools.
Don't you get tired of answering the same question every time? Depends on the question. If they're really long ones and I keep getting asked that every day, then yes. Like, why do I do Infinity Edge over Yuntal on Jinx, for example, is an annoying one to get every single time that I play Jinx, because it has a very complex answer. So I usually just ignore it. They got a Mundo though. Maybe I swap with this guy. Because maybe I don't want to do Caitlyn if they're going to be super tanky. Oh, the enemy's banned Caitlyn anyway. Well, I still would like to have more information. But I guess we don't, so we blind Jinx. I've had, over the past 2 days, I've had such a bad streak of junglers refusing to blind. What is up with that? Support matchup is same as last lobby, just reversed. Is this the Aphelios hack or the ADC account? It is the ADC account. The Aphelios account is called Doomed Hunter. The ADC one is Fierce 57. Okay, Samira Milio, interesting. Surely that's gotta be like her worst support, right? Why would she pick Samira there? Must be a one trick. I also feel like maybe I could have run Ghost here, actually. I'm gonna check that though, Samira with Milio. Yep, one of her worst. According to stats. Which are very sample size dependent, so it might not be like literally her worst, or maybe it is her worst and it's just not showing up as bad as it should be, but it's definitely down there. Now I'm just curious about whether this guy is a Samira main, because he must be. He must be. Where do you exactly see the exact amount of games they've played? Well, I think I saw that he's played 33 games against Jinx with Samira, so that has to be a crazy amount of Samira games to have 33 against just one ADC.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Surely it has to say it somewhere. Oh. Get it? Oh, so goddamn close, man. Just doesn't say her number of games in Samira anywhere. I feel like that's really bad for a stats thing.
Minions have spawned.
Hold on. I'm about to say something really cool.
Oh, here we go. 143 games on Samira. Huh, so she's not a Samira one trick, she's played a lot of Jinx. She's a Samira main for sure, but maybe I picked her only other ADC. Jinx is the only other ADC she plays. Interesting. Good lucky. Then Flare Q doesn't really do much damage. Bro, can these minions die? What? There's no way she should have had that last hit.
I accidentally did that on purpose.
Should have prioritized the melee, it would have given more gold. Is lethality MF the best to go? Or when do I choose to go it? It might be the best if you're facing a very squishy comp, I don't know. I don't play much MF.
First blood.
Oh man.
All part of the plan,
Nah, she's giving up a lot of farm. Trying to avoid poke. Which is fine, but like, also at the same time, even if she avoids poke and stays healthy, they don't have a great ball in for abusing that unless they get a gank. Unless Samira all in with Aphelios. Oop, better than I'm giving credit for. Hang on. Oh, we're ganked. Okay, well that sucks. Now we should just try and live. I'll do as much damage as I can. Maybe I can even just die to a Mundo under turret instead of Samira. Nah, not working. Oh well, that's unfortunate timing. I assumed they were just all in because they just hit level 3, but I knew I was 1 minute off of level 3, so wanted to aim for that. Shit, this is a really awkward base. Okay, let's try Cole. Thank you for the freeze, Nami, or at least the attempt. At least it's like massively delaying Samira's recall, which is still good for me in the long run. Now she could cancel again. I would say her priority there should be to cancel again instead of going for a lost hits here, because most of those are going down anyway, she'll get the XP. So blind throw a Q into that brush. Wow, okay, did Samira base really far back or what? Maybe she just did cancel her base when she saw Nami walking up. Either way, it looks like it took her a long time to get her base off, so let's crash. Whoops. Okay, I can base for boots or longsword or anything. I might actually do Yuntal this game. Considering we have a Mundo and also a Warwick. You're gonna be pretty tanky. Have you ever built Death's Dance with Aphelios? Are you the same person who commented that on my YouTube video? Or why the hell is this the second time in 2 days that I hear about Death's Dance with Aphelios? Is that a thing? Because I've certainly never tried it. Whoa, I got vision there. Yeah, it looks like Samira managed to miss out on a lot of farm from our shove. Good. Oh man, every single last hit that I didn't prep because I thought it was a fine to last hit I just didn't get. That sucks. There's a lot of CS to miss out on. Oh. Oh, she actually outranges me probably with this. Nice. Okay. Shit. I somehow thought those traps were minions, my bad. I thought the Milika was gonna hit them. Whoops. Oh, Mundo was on the Drake, what the hell? Damn, that sucks. We had such a good time to rotate over their bot lane, if you had happened to check. Not blaming him, it's just a bit unlucky. He wanted to help us out, that was logical.
Enemy rampage.
Can't commit too much onto Melia because I'm low enough to get one shot by Samira. Okay, maybe we dive here actually. Mastery is 6, so it could be really good actually. Okay, nice. Now they're a lot lower for free. Whew, I took aggro for one shot longer than I intended to. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, I think Mushy is dead, but see what he can do. Damn. Where do I recall? Here, hopefully is good. Wow. Intense. Still, I guess it works out for us. Only problem is... don't have my fucking BF sword. Yeah, so, some ADCs used to build Death Stance, like Kai'Sa used to rush it for example, but that was a much different item back then.
Enemy rampage. An enemy has been slain.
Trying to block the minions, but wow, they will not move. Okay, Nami's roaming. I don't know where Milio is, but for now I should assume I'm 1v2. Look to freeze this. Okay, Milio is roaming still. At this point I'm not necessarily expected to win fights against Samira. So still want to play safe under turret if I can. Oh man. Could I have ulted somebody by the way? I'm just gonna try a blind ult to see what happens. But I should have been paying attention. Oof. Didn't even hit anyone, it just went between a lot of people it looks like. Not to have might try and gank here, but I... oh my god, he's around 4, so he might also just be trolling, but yeah, I don't have ult to follow up all of a sudden. Oh well. I'm not even trying to use my range advantage on this mirror. It's not big enough yet. If I walk into her Qs while trying to pressure her, I'll not deal enough damage to justify how much I'm taking. So we just play safe. Because we're gonna outscale either way, there's no need to take risks here. I mean, unfortunately the game just looks like it's already over looking at the score. I could only carry a game like this probably if I'm already really fed, which I can't do without playing aggressive, but I just don't think playing aggressive will yield a good outcome, so we'll just do the best we can. And see what happens. You know, we'll cross that mid the lake and bridge when we cross it. When we come to it. Anyway, I could base for a BF sword here actually. Next wave is a kind of wave, right? Yeah. And maybe I'll crash this. I think we're gonna have to try and follow this up though. He doesn't quite have ulti yet. Yes, got him. Oh, come on. No! Fuck, I couldn't commit to that dive any longer. That fucking blows, man. Sad. Another kill for the Samira. Shit. Okay. She's not gonna greet, is she? Nothing else. I mean, there's a free plating for me here. Alright. I'll commit. I can actually get my full unit if I get to plating, so... I'm not gonna bother with the wave, though. Even though I have great wave clear, it's just gonna take too long, I think. I need to get my base off now. And if that means I'm ending up dropping this wave, well, that's fine. It's acceptable.
Whatever, let's just start shooting.
Walking around just in case they're trying to cheese there. Okay, we're released somewhat even with Samira right now anyway. Oh, maybe I could have tried to steal that with ult, my bad. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, that was a decent trade. I don't know why she did that. Okay, cool. Let's just try and push the advantage here. Is that Mundo in their jungle? It has to be with the Mashi. Ooh, what the hell am I getting aggro from? What? Weird. Oh god. Okay, my bad, I wasn't paying attention to Echo. I'm no movement speed here, I don't have boots. So I'm probably gonna have to end up flashing. But we can try and see what happens to Echo if we fight him. Let's DF around. Looks like Echo doesn't actually have ult, by the way. Oh, wait, I tried to flash that, I don't know why it didn't actually go off. Oh my god, my bad. I don't know why I'm flashing, I'm just dead. Shit. That sucks, man. Oh, it would have been a huge shutdown to Echo, what the hell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I flashed though, or tried to. Let me see. It might have been a bad decision anyway, but like, why didn't it go through though? No, I can't see a flash click there. Maybe I just misclicked it. I've caught occasionally where I did click something and it didn't go through, but I'm not sure this was one of those occasions. That was rough though. It's just the fact that I was on tier 0 boots. If I had any movement speed at all there, Echo was a free kill. Worst part is as well, like even so the reason why I'd also decided against flashing anyway, even after I'd already thought I'd clicked it, was because Echo was about to go out of vision. So I can't, even once I flash back into range of him, I still can't hit him anyway. Then by the time he's finally in vision again, well, he's been walking away on 300 and, well, like, let's say 400 movement speed, while I've been walking at him on 325 movement speed. So, like, it was, you know, just because I had no vision of the brush, I couldn't possibly have fucking killed him anyway. Getting the small ones, but Master, you can take the camp overall. Okay, he is strong. I'm gonna scale strong. The game isn't necessarily doomed, it's just looking doomed. But we'll see.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx. Durr.
Okay, we've crashed that call.
Let's behave.
What I'm gonna do second that, I might just end up doing rune ends just for wave clear. I think in a game like this, there's no point trying to itemize for damage and hoping that I 1v9, because I'm just 2-item Jinx is not gonna 1v9 the game. So 2-item Jinx, I think, for my second item, the priority is stalling the game. Hence rune ends.
You should see my sister.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, no ult echo, I guess. Free damage, free recall cancel. What the hell? Samira's here too. I'm gonna, oh, I don't have flash shit. I already wasted it, I forgot. Well, not too bad. If I keep him here long enough, who knows, maybe my team can clean up. Obviously I'm not gonna do anything by myself.
I'm trying to shoot you.
No, I don't know if there's anybody there or not. I think I'll soak up the next wave that walks up to here, but I can't just can't move forwards for it, but I can soak it up here. Then I'll need the recall after that.
Smile. It's called gun play. Hold on. How about this? Really cool.
And third item will also be Mortal Reminder instead of Infinity Edge, by the way. We're gonna delay Infinity Edge until fourth item. We need anti-heal for the Mundo and the Warwick. Actually, they got healing on pretty much everything. Why the Healy comp?
An ally has been slain.
Can't quite finish him, so I'm not gonna ult. Hello, Emilio, what the fuck? Oh, shit. What the hell? Okay, well that was a hell of a throw. Nice. I mean, it's not a huge throw, but big shutdowns to Master Yi, actually. Yeah, that's big. I guess I'll push this turret. Maybe I could have defended that, actually. Okay, Mundo's on the way. Was he trying to... Yeah, he's trying to stop the wave. I say we commit for this turret. Might add a Mundo after, but that's fine. If it happens, it's okay. Do we also have Master Yi around? No, he's just pathing straight away. Then we just straight up run, we don't try and kite him then. I don't have the damage necessarily to outplay a Mundo by cutting here, because I won't, like, kill him before he just reaches me again. There's a TP over here. Oh my god, didn't he miss his Q, by the way? Yeah, he did. Fucked me. Well, he's really fed. That's what happens. Fed champions one shot, even when they miss abilities. Well, look, if I can afford quick look here, I guess I'll do that, but... The priority is literally just Executioner's Calling. Maybe I even Soul Call for that, actually. Yeah, I think it's worth. I think it's worth. This is a big power spike against their champs.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh my god, my bad. Okay, they had vision. That should have been something I expected. Yeah, because of Smurf. Explains it. We're gonna need people defending, guys. Oh my god. Okay, just give it. If they get the inhib, I mean, that's fine. I'll be able to defend the super minions, and it's so long until Baron spawns. Don't like all die trying to save the inhib. Like, it's literally bad for them if they take the inhib. Don't fucking give your life defending a bad play. Just let him take it, let him take it. Good. He might be dead here, though. Yep. Oh, come on, die! No! I can't even kill the Herald! Okay, there we go. No. That's sad. Oh my god, I wanted that fucking Herald to die before it knocked me up, bro. Shit. Nice to still killed Samira. The rune ends popped off there because they were clumped up. Okay, 2 inhibs being down, though, is a problem. For sure. Well, I mean, we can probably manage it because I'm Jinx, but still. It's not ideal. Like, I can never leave base this way. Because I can shove out one super minion wave as far as I want, if I have my team backing me up, but if there's 2 different waves to defend, and it's like moving to one lane, then the other lane, then the other lane, then the other lane, and I can never just get out.
I'm trying to care. I just can't.
Anti-heal already did a lot in that fight, by the way. It was good of me to soul call. I was right to do that.
Now where was I?
Drake spawning. Oh, for fuck's sake. We had vision, it looked like it should have been safe, man. I might die here, we'll see. How much movement speed does he have? Enough to slow me at least, fuck's sake. How sad is that? Like, we had vision there, it looks safe, and then he transports a mile away with that fucking plant. Oh my god. Not something I would have accounted for. That is silly, though. Yeah, I don't think this Echo is, like, an insanely good smurf. I think he's just a smurf, like, above average for the CeeLo, but also just had whatever it was just go incredibly right for him that he ended up this fed. Maybe TF just played incredibly bad or something. That plant play was just like... just happened to have a plant nearby to make a play. Yeah, unless I don't want to defend that, I just can't really have counterplay to that sort of thing. If I stay out of his E range, then I'm not defending. Jesus, yeah, that TF did fucking nothing, what the hell. I'll give it a minute to try and get into a different lobby with different players. Would not want to end up with the TF and against the Echo yet again. Well, the Echo's match history is pretty good. He's got only 3 losses at the CeeLo. Actually, and hang on, it might be a bit more. Just hasn't updated. Okay, 4 losses. But he made at least like 1 clear mistake that was like really, really bad. So I didn't get the impression that he was that good. I think it could have been winnable if silly stuff like that fucking plant didn't screw me over. Do you consider Tool to be metal? I only know 1 Tool song. The Pot. I would say it's metal, yeah. I mean, metal is pretty diverse as a genre. Or, I don't know, maybe that's more of a rock song. But I don't know, I'm not the expert on genres, I don't know what the fuck makes a genre half the time. Even among the music I listen to. I think it is more prog than metal, but it leaned towards metal for sure. See, I don't know what the fuck prog is. Like I said, I'm not the expert on genres. Wait, actually I got screwed by plants twice, I just realized. 1 plant got vision of me, so he knew to just blindly jump onto me. Then the second plant, I was in vision, but we also had vision, so I knew that I was safe. There wasn't an echo like already on us. Then he just took an out of vision plant to blast onto us, and then he was already on us. Holy shit, I actually just got screwed by plants that game. 2 deaths in a row from that. Yeah, I mean, the first one though, where they had vision of me, it's not like I didn't know they had vision. That was avoidable for sure. It's just kind of crazy to think, like, wow, it actually was directly plants that caused my death twice in a row. Pretty much on the same location on the map as well. Is Samira a bad one-trick given certain team comps? Yeah, I would say you should probably at least 2-trick Samira, not one-tricker. Like, that Samira had a big lead in lane, right? But she was kind of useless. At least compared to me. Like, she had such a big lead and couldn't do anything with it. Because her support was terrible with her. Ended up dealing less damage than me while I was getting stomped by her mid laner. You would think if I'm getting perma one-shot by Echo, I wouldn't be able to do that much damage, but I did more than her. Even though she had a lead. You just really shouldn't pick Samira in those circumstances. Wait, why is it good 1 inhib down, more gold with super minions? Yeah, so basically, at the moment, because Baron doesn't spawn until 25 minutes, if you take an inhib as early as 20 minutes, like usually you could use the pressure from an inhib to get a Baron, and the Baron will lead to more turrets and more inhibs. But 1 inhib by itself doesn't necessarily lead to more inhibs unless you're getting a Baron off of it. So if you just take a inhib at like 20 minutes in, but then you can't actually end the game, well, the enemy minions on mid lane are always pushing in, so it's hard for your team is just going to lose resources on mid lane. And then the enemy team always has the equivalent of a cannon worth of gold on every single wave because of super minions that are always pushing into them, so like every minion survives.
Rules are made to be broken.
So basically, it just gives them a way to claw back into the game while it's also denying your own team resources. It's not necessarily that it's always guaranteed to be bad, but it's more like it's a big risk. It's a risk. Like it might end up being that your inhib gets you nothing. And if it doesn't, well then the enemy team has literally just got an insane amount of free gold from that and it ends up not paying off. And if this is the game where you think it's a free win anyway, well then why would you risk a play that is not guaranteed to pay off, that might get the enemy carry back into the game strong enough to carry. Is that LeBlanc support? Oh my god, this is gonna be a horrendous lane. Would I even run here, Barrier or Cleanse? I feel like both of them feel necessary, but I can't easily skip out on Flash either. It's gonna have to be Cleanse, I think. Any tips for previous Diamond support struggling to climb due to ADC just not being the greatest? I mean, if you're saying that your ADC is not the greatest, then that's just unlucky. As long as you're playing well, you will come in the long run. You don't just focus on the short term where you had a few losses. There's no tips specifically for that scenario. You either are playing well and you will climb, or you are not playing well and you don't. If you're playing well, but not climbing, well, it's not like I can just tell you, oh, actually, well, just do this other thing, and then you're playing well will actually give you wins. It's like, nope, you're getting unlucky. Deal with it. Eventually, if you actually are being unlucky, your luck will eventually just even out, and you'll climb. What is the right mindset while playing ADC? Generally, like, wait for your team to make plays, don't play aggressive when the enemy jungler is, like, bot side or you don't know where they are. Soak up as much farm as you can. Try and not die at really stupid times. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx. Durr.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
What is the name of the replay software you're using? It seems so easy to use compared to others. Replay HUD or Replay HUD? Halo Blades Viego. I don't know if it's troll, but I've certainly never seen that before, I don't think. I'm gonna see what the stats are like on that. Oh, it's actually its highest win rate rune, what the hell? Like, actually by far, what the... Like, nobody uses it, so like, sample size is somewhat low, but... There are people out there using it and getting incredibly good results. It might be like massively inflated to the point where it actually is worse than other runes despite having the best win rate, but it's probably not trolled if it's got that high a win rate. It's probably just that its actual win rate should be more like... exactly as it stopped trading. Yeah, it might be more like its actual win rate is just, hey, 25 gold, more CS than cost there. But its actual win rate is actually just more like even with the others rather than worse or better. Bit of a desperate hook, nobody was in range. Now we have no hook. I might just need the base, because LeBlanc, as much as I massively stomped her in the previous trade, she had 2 potions, I only had 1, so she's just healthier than me now. It's not a kind of wave if I base, though. I think I'll just have to play safe. Or are they actually just not going to shove? Where the hell is Varus? Are they going to shove? If they don't shove, maybe I can actually get away with basing. Alright, I'm going to base. We'll get boots, I guess. I don't want to wait too long, and also, like, because I'm basing at a bad time, the faster I can get into lane, the less CS I'll miss, so boots is also nice for getting into lane faster. They need to be real careful though. So I'm not there, and their bot lane is hitting level 3 soon probably, and I'm not gonna be level 3 even if I was there. He needs to get out, he was a fucking psychopath. What is this? This might pay off though. Nice one. I think I'm gonna have to skip out on the farm and just go directly to this fight. Nice one. Ooh, nice. Let's go! Killed to me as well, what the hell? I don't think that was a smart invade, honestly, but it worked out phenomenally. Mostly I think it's Akshan that just kind of rolled it a bit. If he just hadn't got caught by a thresh hook, if they'd actually approached it with a numbers advantage instead of somebody getting one shot the moment they got in range, I think that would have been a disaster for my team. But we'll play the thresh though for creating that pick.
You think I'm crazy? You should see my sister. I'm thinking.
Okay, good, we trade back. Oops. We don't want to line up with the thresh there, by the way, because then if Varus hits one of us with a Q, we hit both, so... Trying to make sure we're standing in different spots. What the- oh my god, I didn't think she would go for that. Jesus. Could have avoided the E at least.
All part of the plan.
I was gonna say, as far as I know, LeBlanc's flash. Shit, minions in the way. LeBlanc is getting low. I'm literally just prioritizing killing the minions over actually trying to loss hit them. Ooh. I should have her. Well, oh no, she dies to Thresh. Okay, smart from her then. I need to save mana for W. Did he just level up? I'm pretty sure he... Wait, no. Did he actually? Surely not. He wouldn't have been level 3. No, I swear. Did he actually heal? I thought I heard a level up sound, but maybe that was just somebody unrelated? No, he leveled up. He actually leveled up. That is unhinged, bro. He was one hit from death. Like, what the fuck? My luck, man. My luck. Unreal. How the fuck was he that behind on XP, though? Jesus. I suppose I did freeze on him after he lost the fight.
Just start shooting.
But my god. Oh, now I'm just stuck in a 1v2, bro. What a fucking disaster. And the wave's frozen on me now, so Varus gets his XP. Like, he'll no longer be massively behind, because I'm getting equally as screwed as he did. Except, well, mine is big... Oh. Yeah, like, at least when I fucking got my massive XP lead, it's because, like, Varus took a bad decision and lost. I just got screwed because he leveled up in the middle of a random ass fight that I should have won. Good. Right into my traps. Got her. Nice one.
Oh man, you think I'm stupid? There's no money there!
I don't die to a Z, by the way, so I can risk that. Perfect. Well played, Thresh. Oof. Okay, I guess we get our lead back. Still won't get back the massive XP lead that I had. But oh well. It's something. I might be getting ganked by Akshan, if so, well, it is what it is. Thresh should stay near me though. Just in case there's something he can do. I guess we're getting lucky.
41, 9, and
Store of Hearts, thank you for the prime sub, I appreciate that. Actually, we'll do this. Try the build path I was testing on Aphelios and Jinx instead, since I like Collector on her so much.
Needs reasons.
The thing that I don't like about this build path though is that if I base on less than basically 900 gold on my next base, I don't get a pickaxe, so I'm just like getting fucking useless stuff. Whereas if I do the reverse, I buy pickaxe and then on future bases I have less than whatever. I can still get longswords. But I'm actually gonna get dived here, I think. Okay, we wiped out most of the wave, that's good. Get most of the last hits, they didn't do too much turret damage, that's a good use of my ult. Whereas is also now just a little bit chunked. Good, well played. Fuck up my juke or traps or whatever, or both. Oh my god, that's a shame, buddy. Well, that sucks. Whoa, what the hell was that? Big OW? No way he's leaving. Wait, he actually left. He got scared. What? Did he assume I had help or what? I was just fucking trying to disrupt them. Wow, that's crazy. Or maybe he just decided Drake was more important, but that was weird. The camp was almost over. Almost dead. Okay, we're still heavily winning as a team. We're just not getting played around when we have a winning bot, but at least there. Volibear is doing well, so he's probably playing around mid or top. Or both. Maybe I can just crash. If I crash, I should be able to base on pickaxe. Not quite actually. That's awkward. Wow. Spiego is a menace. I had to step a long way around for my traps though. Oh, I should have saved mana for ult maybe. Ooh, nice. Good. Talon is on the way. You can try and stand nearby, try and bait them a little bit. I'll flash that. He is a beast. Morbidly. Morbidly. A fucking beast. Well played, Thresh. Second amazing Thresh player I've had today. Whoa. Okay, good thing there's a lantern conveniently for me here. Is he gonna push? If he's gonna push, yeah, I'm gonna throw ult here and hopefully wipes out some of the wave, gets me last hits. No, he's walking so far forwards, why? That's sad. He gets harassed now at least, and my ult is on a low cooldown anyway. I guess because he wanted to farm, that's why he did this.
I'm thinking. How do people do this?
An enemy has been slain.
You gotta be careful about Akshan. He could still be here. Even though he was a little bit low, he would win. I wish Thresh was around. I'm just gonna assume he's based. It's not a safe decision to make, but I think, like, this is mostly in Thresh's hands. It's a bit silly if I'm, like, not able to farm my lane here. Okay, at least we see Akshan now. Is anybody coming bot though? Oh, Varus is already here. Oop, I missed that really badly. Holy shit, my bad. Alright, thankfully I don't need to cleanse. All good. We got 3 grubs as well, so we melt this turret. Oh my god, she's almost one-shot him. I can't W her because of the grump, man. Okay, nice. Hitbox was misleading there, another clone? Still misses anyway, whatever. We need to get out of here. Oh no, the wide swing, bro. No! Holy fuck, he closed so much distance with that. That sucks. No, he didn't have ult. Wow, and if he had ignite, he would have died as well. Okay, well now my base is really awkward. The fact that I don't get to complete anything here.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Ask me if I'm listening.
Has destroyed a turret.
Ah, that's a shame. I would have just had a free turret if we didn't get baited by all those shenanigans. Volibear trying to steal Gromp, trying to help him, trying to chase LeBlanc afterwards with Thresh. Whoa. If he survives here, that's really silly, but okay, nice. Yeah, Volibear just like started potting away, like already confident he had the kill, giving Burst a chance to flash. Nice. But in the end it kind of pays off because Burst still dies and blew his flash in the process.
Whatever. Let's just start shooting.
She is so fucking annoying, I hate her. Like as a champion I hate LeBlanc. Well, when she's support anyway. I don't really mind facing her mid to late game as when she's a mid laner and I'm ADC, but like when I'm the fucking ADC and she's the support, like holy fuck. What an obnoxious playstyle. Clone is in the way so I can't ult her. Okay. Yeah, Akshan will be around I guess. And Viego.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
I can base here. I will. It's gonna be a while before this wave pushes into us anyway. I've got time. Oh, but now I can't buy anything. Well, actually, no, I can buy a longsword at least.
What if I had a gun that...
What's the build? Experimental.
Vengeance calling.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx?
I want to shove out a wave. Even popping over here is risky, as I was saying. I really think what should have happened was Thresh should have accompanied me to the farm, then I could shove that out, and then I could walk over here. But I couldn't farm and I couldn't rotate over without Thresh. Oh my god, I'm dead. I won't bother flashing. Yeah, I need to farm Thresh. You cannot just ignore every single wave. There's no other choice for me except to go farm waves, and I need you to protect me. Oh jeez, nice. Talon? What? Like, do you not see the Viego zone? I guess not. Bro ran right into his death. I still don't base on a goddamn pickaxe, man. This is so annoying. I guess I'll buy a crit cloak and just pray I can finish Infinity Edge next. Action can rotate. Also, if I try and rotate to help and I run into Action, then I die, so this is just a shitty situation for me. It looks like he probably just recalled though, otherwise he would have shown himself by now. So I'll see what I can do. I really don't think Mordekaiser should have ulted LeBlanc. Oh, come on. Oh man, but I almost just had ult to finish that guy off. Nice one. We can kill this guy too. Beautiful. Okay, that crit cloak paid off hard. Good. Nice, he's low now. Akshan is still dead, so hopefully I'm good to shove another wave. I've already got Infinity Edge, but if I base here, it's just an awkward timing to keep obtaining farm. Because this wave will fully die to somebody else or to nobody at all. Either way, I won't get it. You want to minimize the amount of decisions you take throughout a game that are going to cost you 6 CS every time. Wait, why did I even do this extra longsword? I'd rather do rune ends. Yeah, I should have done a dagger over the longsword, actually. That's fine, I can just hit on a longsword for now, though.
Now where was I? Oh, right.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Got her. Ah, shit, I'm getting aggro before I even hit Varus. Should be dead. Okay. Who's coming in from where? I guess it's Akshan? Ooh, Viego's on the way. Ah, here he is. No! Oh my god.
Shut down.
That sucks.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, but this is just another scenario where, like, this time at least Thresh was with me, but he also needed protection from Volibear as well. Like, everybody needed to be protecting everyone there. So we don't fucking know where Akshan is, where he's coming from, you know, more or less where he's coming from. We know he's, like, somewhere topside, but is he, like, on us already? If we run down here, do we survive? Do we just try and keep farming the wave if we're gonna die anyway? We don't fucking know, but if Volibear is with us, at least Akshan can't kill us.
Enemy has been slain.
But people don't seem too interested in protecting their teammates from Akshan this game. I could have ulted this wave, to be honest. I should have done that. Nice. If nothing else, I would have got farm and... or it might have not gone down. What? Wait, she returned to the initial one. Okay. I figured she went into passive and then just was gonna appear any second, so I was confused when she didn't. Okay, Akshan here. Maybe we can get this guy. Ooh, but Olaf there too. Still could be a good fight though. Oh, I almost had him. Well, I could have flashed. No, I couldn't have flashed that. Okay, I didn't have flash, my bad. But even if I did, I would have failed it. Because I didn't react in time. Since he cast it in the brush. Nice. Yeah, this LeBlanc is obnoxious, bro. Oh my god. What the hell? The Mordekaiser, how did he live? Nice one. Alright, I can sell longsword for this, I suppose it's worth. When would you consider building RFC on Jinx? If the enemy team comp is literally just full ranged. But I wouldn't do it until like 3rd item, ideally 4th. Because it kind of sucks until you have very high crit, ideally 100% crit.
Killing spree.
Like a regular Jinx auto with Fire Cannon won't do any fucking damage, it has to be a crit.
Aced.
Okay, I don't want to keep on pushing.
Let's just start shooting.
Holy shit, I was just thinking, like, my CS is pretty bad. Then I looked at Varus's and I'm like, wow, that CS is awful. That guy's dead. Okay, I guess we'll try and help here. I was just gonna do our Raptors, but I don't want to abandon Volibear while he's going for a play. Okay, nice. Wait, what the? I'll shove in the wave first. Oh. An ult there, actually? My bad. Okay. Oh no, I've got blocked by Viego. Oh, come on. Don't ult away the guy that I can kill, man. Oh my fucking god, okay. The guy survived as well, holy shit. This is the worst part about playing with Mordekaiser players, is when they ult away like the only frontline that you can hit. And so you go from having a perfectly valid person to hit, to suddenly not having anything to do. It's like, holy shit, could you not— oh my god, I'm dead. Oh, what does this mean to block as well, what the fuck? Yeah, could you not find anyone better to ult away? Like, you're literally delaying that person dying by ulting them. Which I feel is not supposed to be the purpose of Mordekaiser ult. Do we need anti-heal? To do something for the Viego. Since I'm only doing this final item, I may as well, I think. I'm not prioritizing the anti-heal portion though. This wave should die to my teammates, so I'll go for the red buff. I'm keeping an eye out here in case I can ult someone. I go to this ult for AoE, hopefully this lands. Wow, not even AoE, but it does really chunk a guy who could have almost died. Nice one. Well played, guys. Yeah, I didn't end up getting the red buff. Nice one. I was gonna say she's fucking dead if she gets crit. Nice one. I think I could reach that pink over this wall. Oh, I can't. Worth the shot, worth the shot. I'm close to also being able to afford Vamp Scepter on my next base. Don't know if that's something I should greed for though. Probably not, all base. I'd need— well, actually I could have done wolves. I think going for wolves would have been acceptable. Wouldn't have taken as long as waiting for another wave to show up. I can just base again after this wave though if I feel the need for Vamp Scepter, since I have Baron buff anyway. Volibear is basing right now anyway, so at least, I mean, he's not out on the map anyway. I think we just shove this in base. There we go. But yeah, the correct call I think was actually to go for wolves. I didn't realize that was an option. Somebody should defend against this guy. Shouldn't be just 5 people mid. Whoa. I just heard flash sounds, but I wasn't actually looking. Oh my god. Did he get flayed into the Mordekaiser pole? Nice. No. Oh, he actually died to that. What the hell? Got her. My god, the Collector just gave me so many fucking kills this game. I got so huge off of it, I feel like. That's why I love Collector on Jinx. I swear this happens every time. GG. Does LeBlanc do any damage? Probably not at that point. At that point, since she wasn't really getting any kills, Past a certain point, she just, you know, her damage fell off incredibly hard. She was stuck on 2 items while the Jinx was almost full build. Okay, I think we'll do one more game. And I think we're gonna go for a beautiful walk. Wait, actually, what's the weather like? Before I start working on videos. Wait, it's fucking raining? You're kidding me. Wait, it's raining all day? I want to go for a walk, bro. I guess I can go to the gym and go to the... like, walk on the treadmill. Holy shit, literally all day is predicted rain. What the fuck? There's not a single hour where it's not predicted to rain. That's crazy. Wow, it's gonna be very hot, but still very rainy over the next week and a half.
No cure for fools.
Hi, how are you doing? My champion pool is Killen and Jinx. I want to know when I should pick which, what are bad matchups or supports with these champs, thinks. Jinx is a good blind pick, she works with most stuff and works well into most stuff. Her toughest matchups though would be mage supports, like facing mage supports. Playing with them as well maybe is like her worst support type, but personally I find it fine. Caitlyn also countered by mages. Both of these are countered by mages mainly because they play, you know, they have high auto attack range. That's their like one advantage, is that they outrange the enemy ADC. But if the opposing ADC is actually a mage who just outranges her auto attacks with their abilities, then their range is useless. And so they both detest facing mages because it neutralizes their main advantage. For ADCs, I don't know, man. The most important thing is the support matchup. But I would say they both shine with enchanters and against enchanters. Like for me, they fulfill pretty similar niches in a champion pool. LeBlanc did more than I thought. In damage? Yeah, because I mean, in lane she was probably like 90% of their damage. Or at least pretty high anyway. And then even mid to late game, she may not do a lot of damage, but like, you know, enough to be an influence over the game or like to be useful. But damage is the only thing that she does, so of course she's gonna deal some. Might want lethal tempo. And you can tell by the Udyr Jax. Or does our comp deal enough damage? Yone. They have a lot of melees. I think I'll stick to the lethal tempo. Maybe I could still do Collector though if the UDR seems to be going like full AP or something. Let's go on PTA. Thing is, I don't really get to see his build before I have to start committing to Yuntal. Jax is going Grasp, is tankier than usual. I guess we'll just do Yuntal. It's the safest call. I feel like in my earlier Sivir game I forgot to run Alacrity and ran Bloodline, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alacrity probably better though.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Well, if they were invading, it would be through here. Go for a walk outside with an umbrella. Honestly, yeah, could be the play. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream here, by the way, guys. YouTube streams just perform better when they're below 4 hours for some reason, so let me see if I can do that in time.